some high school football.
Yeah, no doubt about that. For the third week in a row, we have gorgeous weather. We had it, way too hot in week 0, but boy, we have made up for it the last 3 weeks. Perfect weather, just a nice little breeze, and it should be a fantastic ball game.
Oh, absolutely. A couple of really good matched up teams as well, I think. They're both teams that have a little different look than they had a year ago, and I think Forrest City is much improved over what they were a year ago when they finished 1-9, and we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about the Mustangs in just a little bit. But Brent, hard to believe, this is the 44th meeting all time between these two teams.
Yeah, one of the longest, rivals of Stuttgart. And I think I heard you mention on the coaching show that they started playing in 1934.
Yep, and as far back as our records go, these two teams were on the schedule together. And now, haven't been so much of late. Right. I know none of these players, prior to, of course, the game that we played them last year, none of these players were alive, the last time that this was a regular year-in and year-out matchup. But nonetheless, it's a great matchup between a couple of really close rivals here, and it ought to be interesting to see how it shakes out tonight. Again, new look on both sides of the ball for both of these two teams, and can't wait to get it kicked off and get started. And we're going to do that. We'll break down the Forrest City Mustangs. We'll also break down the Ricebirds. Had a big win last week over another one of their rivals, the Newport Greyhound. Plus, we'll take a look around the 2-4A conference and see what all is going on this final week of the non-conference portion of the regular season schedule. Hard to believe, Brent, we're in already now the 4th game of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the first game in conference is going to be the midway point of the season, actually, next week, Game 5. And, we are moving on, but anxious to see how much these Ricebirds have improved.
Absolutely. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about the Mustangs, and we'll talk about the conference, and we'll get started on all of that on the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show that gets started in 4 minutes.
Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 45 years in Stuttgart. We are honored to be part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's is joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check out Freemeyer's at 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
Hi, this is Jeremy Prine, Worship and Youth Pastor at Southside Baptist Church in Stuttgart. We are holding an area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland of AFR Radio, Sunday, September 24th through Tuesday, September 26th. Sunday morning worship will begin at 10:30 a.m. and evening services will begin at 6:30 p.m. Child care will be available for children 3 years and under. Join us at Southside Baptist Church, 402 East 19th Street in Stuttgart for this area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland. For more information, visit sbcstuttgart.org.
Medicare open enrollment begins October 15th. This is Kelsey Konechny with Konechny Insurance, and we are here to help you with your Medicare coverage needs. We can help you with prescription drug plans, Medicare supplements, and Advantage plans. We are your local hometown insurance agents that will give you the personal attention you deserve. Call us at 870-673-9249. Konechny Insurance, 102 West 7th Street in Stuttgart.
With power and versatility, the Kubota M7 tractor is built for hay and forage work. Up to 168 horsepower, superior loader lift capacity, easy-to-use controls, all-day comfort, and your choice of a 30x15 semi-power shift or Kubota variable transmission, and rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your hometown Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
River Valley Tractor. Great products at great prices from great people. With 8 locations, they're right in your backyard. Visit rivervalleytractor.com or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Fresh off their summer lineup of convertible sports cars, for September, Saracen is giving away the king of luxury pickups, Toyota's new Tundra Capstone from Trotter Toyota. The Tundra Capstone is the ultimate in luxurious trucks, and it can be yours just for playing your favorite games at Saracen Casino Resort. Only 40 minutes from Little Rock, Saracen is Little Rock's closest place to play and win.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
No appointment? No problem. If you need medical care right away, visit Urgent Care of Stuttgart, where you can walk in without an appointment and get help without a long wait for a wide variety of illnesses and injuries, from stitches and broken bones to allergies and colds. Urgent Care of Stuttgart is conveniently located at 22nd and Park Avenue. Clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more, visit facebook.com/Urgent Care Stuttgart or call 870-672-0911. Urgent Care of Stuttgart at 22nd and Park Avenue. Get sick, get seen today.
I'm Rex Nelson. As a native Arkansan, I take pride in our state's natural beauty. And as someone who has been in all 75 counties, I've seen how prevalent litter is across our state. It's time for people to clean up our state for those who live here and to enhance Arkansas's image for those wanting to visit. Let's clean up Arkansas. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to do your part and get involved.
This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
And we welcome you to the Freemeier's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show, coming to you tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, site of tonight's final non-conference regular season game of the year for both Stuttgart and Forrest City. Ought to be a good one here tonight. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Glad to have you joining us tonight. It's absolutely beautiful evening. Hope you're having an opportunity to make it out to the stadium, but if not, certainly join us on the EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebirds YouTube channel if you're close to your computer or a smart television or your special device as well. And want to remind you now, if you haven't already, be sure and download the EAB Media Group mobile app for your smartphone. I know Brent and I have already done that, yes. And I tell you, it's a great way to follow not only your Stuttgart Ricebirds, but all the great programming on Country 97.3 and KXDX 105.5.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know, all year long you can pick up all of that programming and all of the sports on there as well.
Absolutely. You can watch the games as well and watch them back, which I think is really neat. Be able to take the Ricebirds with you anywhere. Just be sure and download the EAB Media Group mobile app on your smartphone. It's free to download. Doesn't take but just a few seconds to do that. And again, you're hooked up then with the Ricebirds. Also want to mention again, for our friends in the Forrest City area, we're broadcasting tonight on KXJK, AM 950 and 106.5 FM out of Forrest City. Great to have you guys with us as well. Speaking of Forrest City, let's talk about the Ricebirds' opponent tonight, the Forrest City Mustangs. They were 1-9 a year ago, 7th in the 5A East. They lost at home to the Ricebirds 37-26. Now, they were preseason picked to finish 6th in conference and are 1-1 this season with a competitive 30-8 loss to Robinson to open their season. And then last week, a 30-16 win on the road at Lone Oak. Ronald Lewis is in his second year at the helm in Forrest City. He's got 7 offensive and 6 defensive starters back, including junior Daquan Scott, 5'10", 180 pounds, who played quarterback last season. Now, against Stuttgart last year, he was 7 of 16 passing for 120 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. He also had 5 carries for a net of -1 total yards. But tonight, look for sophomore Roderick Tiswell behind center. He was the junior high quarterback last season. He's got a great arm, and he can run. Receiving, keep an eye on junior all-conference receiver Roshan Washington, 5'9", 165 pounds. He caught 30 passes a year ago for 495 yards and 5 touchdowns. Against the Ricebirds a year ago, he had 1 carry for 6 yards and no receptions. Senior Nehemiah Stone, 5'7", 155 pounds, is another threat, and he has some speed. He finished second in the 100 meters at the conference track meet this past April. Against the Ricebirds last year, he had 3 receptions for 67 yards, including a 45-yard touchdown that tied the game late in the second quarter, and he had 3 carries out of the backfield for a net of 12 yards. But maybe the biggest threat for the Mustangs is another super sophomore, Kevin Young, 5'11", 210 pounds. He's a big play waiting to happen, according to Coach Price. And if the Ricebirds don't know where he is all the time, you can get burned by him. He is a dandy. That's sophomore Kevin Young. Lots of beef up front for the Mustangs on both sides of the ball. On offense, junior Kyle Daniels, 6'4", 320 pounds. He anchors the line at right tackle. Juniors, Jeremy Holmes, 5'11", 305 pounds, and Willie Fowler, 6'4", 330, line up at the guard positions. And on defense, senior end Joshua Patilla, 6 foot, 235 pounds, has a college offer from UAPB. And junior Tamarian Burks, 6'2", 250 pounds, should line up at the other end. Senior Devin Brown, 6'2", 255 pounds, and junior Willie Fowler, 6'4", 330, fill up the middle of the line. In the secondary, keep an eye on senior cornerback Kamen Lee, 6'2", 180 pounds. He won the triple jump at the state track meet and finished second in the 110-meter hurdles last spring. Coach Lewis said he can match up with any receiver. The Mustangs will certainly present some challenges with their defense and their lines. Overall, much improved over last season, and although the 5A East is tough, these guys should surprise a few teams, and I predict they'll make it into postseason play. They start conference play next Friday hosting Southside Batesville, which is the team that Stuttgart used to start their conference play with, Brent, for 16 years.
We sure did. That's right. Replace them now with Harding Academy, but going back to Forrest City, it's a much improved Mustang team. 1-9 last year, and they've already matched that win total. With that big win over Lone Oak last week, a lot of speed, a lot of size, and kind of an odd-shaped defense. They play that 3-3,
right?
With a lot of blitzing, and it's going to be a big test for the Ricebirds. Hopefully, both teams get out of here, injury-free, moving into conference play.
Coach Price mentioned on the Coachy Show, if you happen to hear that he calls the defense Star Wars defense because they just come at you for every single angle.
Yeah, that's right. They might tackle you for a 5-yard loss and then an 8-yard loss, but then they might give up a big play. So it's going to be hit or miss, I think, tonight with the Ricebird offense, and they're going to put it in the air a lot, I think, tonight.
I think you're exactly right. They're going to test that secondary of Forrest City, and again, got some great talent, got some great playmakers for the Mustangs. Should be a good one here tonight. This will be, as we mentioned in the opening segment, this will be the 44th meeting all time going back to 1934. And by the way, Brent, the Ricebirds won that first game.
Well, yeah, as you mentioned, we hadn't played them up until last year since 1988, and that was my senior year, and I remember going to that game.
Well, and Brent, I'm kind of obviously a little older, but I remember going to Forrest City the last time the Ricebirds won at Forrest City prior to last year was in 1971.
1971, that's the year that I was born. So I was around, but I do not remember that.
But don't remember
I don't remember that.
Right. Yeah. Well, let me kind of fill you in a little bit. One of the interesting things about that win was the Ricebirds had an outstanding team. They were defending state champions in the classification, and they opened their season early on a Thursday against Fort Smith Northside and lost 14-12. And Fort Smith Northside continued to be the #1 overall team in the state until the week that the Ricebirds played Forrest City. Fort Smith Northside lost, the Ricebirds won, and that elevated them to the #1 spot overall in the state, and they stayed that way until they were upset in the state finals by Morrilton.
Well, one game away from being back-to-back state champions.
Yeah, and really, honestly, I thought a better team, that 71 team was a better team than the 70 team. 70 team were overachievers. I mean, they just came on strong, defeated Arkadelphia for the state championship, and you just knew that, oh, boy, next year is the year. And it really was, but a good Morrilton team came and upset them for a state championship. But anyway, that's a little tie-in with the Forrest City Mustangs history-wise that really certainly sticks out in my mind as I was a junior that year, the last year that we beat Forrest City in Forrest City prior to last season. Well, the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band is making their way out onto the field. We've got pregame ceremonies about to begin. We'll have the invocation. We'll also have the Pledge of Allegiance. The Ricebird Marching Band will give us the national anthem and the Stuttgart alma mater. And so we're going to step away for a few minutes while they get set, and then when we come back, we'll take a look back to the Ricebirds win last week over the Newport Greyhounds on the road. And Brent and I will also take a look around the 2-4A conference and see what's going on. We'll have all that for you in 5 minutes on the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show.
Are you tired of unreliable internet service? Do you constantly run over your data plan? Are you having trouble getting internet service where you live? With TechStream high-speed internet, you'll get consistent high speeds and low latency that doesn't stop at city limits. TechStream high-speed internet is perfect for homes, small and large businesses, farmers, and hunting clubs. You'll be able to stream, game, and surf with no interruptions. Servicing Arkansas, Lone Oak, Prairie, Jefferson, and Lincoln counties. TechStream is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet solution. Call toll-free 866-268-0101 or visit TechStream.net.
At Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop, we specialize in gift registries. Expecting a new arrival? Our baby registry has all the essentials you need for your little one. From adorable onesies and soft blankets to high-quality soothers, toys, and books. Our expert staff are always on hand to help you create your perfect registry, whether you're an expectant parent or a bride-to-be. So why wait? Call or text 870-659-0777 or come in and start building your dream registry today at Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop, 218 South Main in downtown Stuttgart.
Greenway proudly supports the DIYer in you. Whether you're a mover, a shaker, a groundbreaker, a risk taker, a challenge embracer, or a landscape visionary, whatever the task, we've got a John Deere tractor that can help move your project forward. You've got work to do, so let's get started. Reserve yours today in store or at gogreenway.com.
Are you looking for a place where your educational journey can truly thrive? Southern Arkansas University has helped thousands of people like you earn a degree. At SAU, it's not just a university, it's a supportive community dedicated to your success. Explore the accredited programs SAU has to offer, led by experienced faculty who are passionate about your growth. From business and biology to education and engineering, SAU provides a comprehensive educational experience. Join the legacy of excellence at Southern Arkansas University and take the opportunity to shape your brightest future imaginable. Your journey starts in Magnolia, Arkansas.
Like you, Stedman's Ace Hardware is passionate about their community. They support the Lions Club, Fight Like a Kid, and numerous other organizations, including youth, high school, and adult sports programs. Whether helping their neighbors or helping their customers, Stedman's Ace Hardware truly is the helpful place. Shop Weber Grills, Blackstone Griddles, Traeger Pellet Grills and Pellets, and more, and get all the help you need at Stedman's Ace Hardware, 110 South College in downtown Stuttgart. Stedman's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
Hi, this is Carrie Seaman with the Katy Shack. Are you tired of the daily grind, leaving you feeling stressed and worn out? Let our 6 licensed professionals help you create a pathway to a balanced and vibrant life. At the Katy Shack, we know that true well-being goes beyond physical health. We focus on naturally healing the body with massage therapy, holistic chiropractic care, natural health care, electrolymphatic drainage therapy, and infrared sauna. Follow the Katy Shack on Facebook for more information or call 870-873-4300 to schedule a free appointment to learn more about our services.
Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 45 years in Stuttgart. We are honored to be part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's is joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check out Freemeyer's at 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
For all your real estate needs, trust the team at Brothers Realty in Stuttgart. From credit and loan applications to handing you the keys, the agents at Brothers Realty guide first-time home buyers through the process with ease. If you're a seasoned buyer, they're here to alleviate the stresses of purchasing new property. Count on the Brothers team for dedicated personal service. Call 870-659-4218 or visit brothers-realty.com. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Brothers Realty. Let Brothers Realty be your trusted partner in real estate.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. mebanking.com, member FDIC.
What does it feel like to know it matters to others how you're doing? What's weighing on your mind? That you're happy right now, that your body's healthy, and that those around you are taken care of too. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield has been taking care of Arkansans for more than 70 years, providing health insurance and peace of mind, so you and the ones you love can live your best life your whole life long. Take good care, Arkansas.
And we welcome you back to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, site of non-conference action where the Stuttgart Ricebirds will play host to the Forrest City Mustangs. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. In our last segment, we talked a little bit about the Forrest City Mustangs. Brent, let's talk a little bit about the Stuttgart Ricebirds. The Ricebirds picked up a big win, another familiar foe last week. Any win on the road is a good win.
Absolutely, yeah. The Ricebirds, again, start out went on into the second quarter, but then the defense came up big and forced some turnovers there. And then the offense got rolling, and it was a 17-0 halftime lead, and that kind of evolved into a 33-0 lead before the Greyhounds.
But we talked at the time, Brent, about the turning points in that game, and the Ricebirds got an early lead on a Dawson McKelvey 30-yard field goal and then just fended off one assault after another by the Newport Greyhounds until finally the Ricebirds get what we called at the time the play.
Yeah, they get a nice turnover at the 1 yard line, and then 3 plays later get a nice pass out there to Jake Hayes, and he broke a couple tackles and makes it out to midfield. 2 plays later, Sparky Hamilton finishes it off, and then you can kind of feel that momentum shift, and and then and from that point on, it was all Ricebirds.
It really was, and we talked about with that 3-0 lead. We had Kevon Conway got a pick that was called back.
Yeah.
Then Sparky got a pick in the secondary. Nikhil Bradley got his second fumble recovery in a row, game-wide.
Run called
back. So, there was quite a bit of adversity, really good opportunities for I thought, 1 yard line, which then the just a few plays later, really the turning point of the game. And for Kane Price.
Yes, it was 17 out of 20 for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns, one, and then a 92-yard touchdown pass to Sparky Clark.
And some smart play too, Brent.
Yeah,
you didn't see him turn the ball over. You didn't.
He through the first 3 games, he's done a good job finding his way away from traffic, and if nobody's open, just getting rid of the ball.
And some great rushing numbers. It really was kind of spread around, but among several ball carriers for the Ricebirds last week.
Yeah, but he had 10 carries for 37 yards. Sparky Clark, 6 carries for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And Brent, and kind of give you a little update. Ricebird Marching Band, of course, completed their pregame festivity. For the Ricebirds to run through out of their big run. Now, a lot of the students have joined them out on the field all the way out to midfield. Their way here as well. Brent will have those for you in just a second. But Brent, as you talked about, the Ricebirds built a lead, then it was really good to see some of the other Ricebirds get on the field.
Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, we saw Chance Clark with some carries, Hayden Prine in there, playing some, and one thing that we have. How about Dawson McKelvey? Yeah, big field goals last week.
Hasn't missed a field goal either.
Right,
he is perfect. Now, I want to knock on some wood here. We don't want to jinx Dawson, but let me tell you, Price talked about how when he announced that Dawson was going to be the starting kicker, he just started working even harder, and it really, really has showed. And again, what a weapon it is to have, to know that you've got that consistency kicking extra points and field.
You feel like you got a pretty good chance of at least getting 3 points.
Well, and you've got Hayden Prine as the holder. You got Ross Atkinson, and then you've got he's the snapper. Then you've got a line giving them protection there as well.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned it last week, but Dawson, seems to have gotten stronger at.
Absolutely, and also a great punting game. So really, special teams, kickoffs, which Dawson McKelvey handles, punting, Hayden Prine handles, and boy, he averaged like 46 yards a kick.
Yeah, you can't ask for more than that. Back to the first game at Warren, I think his first kick was kind of shaky, maybe a little nerves coming out, but boy, after that, he was
middle of the field out here now for the Ricebirds and the Forrest City Mustangs, and there is the coin here in just a second. Who are our captains for tonight's game?
All right, for Forrest City, number 7, Roshad Washington, number 10, Eric Ward, number 24, Iverson Edmond, and number 31, Tristan. Number 13, Ross Atkinson, number 51, Tank Hood, and number 77, Kamarion Caldwell.
And the officials are moving them into their respective positions. And the Forrest City Mustangs have won the toss and deferred to the second half, so the Ricebirds will gladly take the ball. Be defending the north goal, moving from the left to the right. And the Forrest City Mustangs will be all white with dark blue helmets, dark blue stripes. And your Stuttgart Ricebirds will be in their all maroon, their home maroon. New Adidas uniforms this year with stripes on the sleeves, on the top of the sleeves. And, of course, their helmets have the Flying Bird logo on one side, jersey number on the other side. And the birds are looking sharp. Field turf field here at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Bright green, and it's all solid green. It's not the alternating stripes like we see at some places that we go. Have the big maroon and white S with Ricebirds spelled out in the center of the field. And then, of course, the bright yellow goalpost on each end, and the pads on there are maroon that have birds on it. The end zones are maroon. Ricebirds in the south end zone spelled out, and Stuttgart spelled out in the north end zone. And here come the Ricebirds as they run through their big paper run through as they come out of their big inflatable. The cheerleaders leading the charge with 4 flags, the big S Ricebirds flag first, and then the SHS right behind that. And the Ricebirds will be taking their place on the sideline. Here come the Forrest City Mustangs out of the locker room as they take their place on the sidelines. Late arriving, it looks like, the band for Forrest City. I'm glad to see them pull up, Brent, because we were counting during the national anthem. There were 14 people in the far stands.
Yeah, it's kind of sparse over there, but boy, once that band gets in there, it's really going to add to it.
It will liven it up, and, of course, I'm sure we'll have some parents and so forth will join them as well. Here come the Forrest City Mustang cheerleaders as they'll take their place on the sideline as well. We're going to have a great atmosphere for high school football, and we are so glad to have you join us tonight for this non-conference matchup. This is, I think, the highlight of the 2-4A conference this week. Forrest City at Stuttgart. Interesting game. Boonville will be at Harding Academy. Anxious to see the score on that one. Heber Springs at Jonesboro West Side. Harmony Grove at Cave City. Barton at Ball Knob. Riverview at Mena. And Lone Oak has the night off. The Stuttgart Ricebirds are set to receive. Forrest City look like they're kneeling in prayer in the south end zone as they're all huddled up. Ricebirds have already taken their place on the field, and we are just about ready for football. And for my good friend and Ricebird fan, Kim Bethay. Kim, the field is green, the stripes are white, and we are ready for some Ricebird football on this Friday night.
You know, it's a big game when Lynn Keller comes out with field is green and the stripes are white.
The battle cry. That's right, Brent. That's right. Absolutely. Also want to thank First Baptist Church as they fed the players, coaches, and cheerleaders their pregame meal, and fireworks tonight will be sponsored by Sarah Smith Murray. And we've already seen and heard some of those. Ray Gilbert in the south end zone is manning our fireworks for tonight. Hope they go off a lot. Forrest City has got it teed up. They've got it lined up. There's the whistle, and we are underway from Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Non-conference action, and the Ricebirds mishandle the kick, and I believe Forrest City is going to jump on it, and they do. The Ricebirds turn over the opening kickoff, and the Mustangs recover. And what a great start for the Mustangs, and not what Coach Price's Ricebirds wanted.
No, absolutely not. But, boy, what a good kickoff there by the Mustangs. That ball was a spiral, but it was going up and down, and it kind of took a couple funny hops there, and boy, the Ricebirds just unable to come up with it, and the Mustangs get the first break of the night.
Number 9, Jabari Williams on the recovery, and the Mustangs set up first down and 10 at the Stuttgart 32-yard line. The Mustangs, again, moving from the right to the left for those of you that are listening on the radio. Quarterback back to pass, looks, he fires, and he's got a man complete inside the 20, down to actually inside the 15-yard line. On the reception will be number 5, Montrell Matthews.
Yeah, he's down to the 14. That's a gain of 18 on the play.
The Mustangs from the far hash mark send 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right, 1 back standing to the left of the quarterback. And quarterback fakes to him, keeps it over the left side, running room. He's down inside the 5. He's going to have another first down. This is going to be first down and goal to go quickly for the Forrest City Mustangs. And speaking of quickly, Brent, they line right back up.
Yes, they do. Gain of 11 on that play.
Quarterback shotgun formation. Takes, hands off to the back standing to his right, and he is digging and digging and digging, trying to get in the end zone. Finally a whistle, and he's going to have forward progress down to about the 1-yard line. Second down, goal to go coming up for the Mustangs.
That was number 5 again on the carry, down to the 1. Couldn't quite make it in, but boy, that Ricebird defense needs to stiffen up right here.
Forrest City recovers the Ricebirds' opening kick fumble, and they've marched it right down the field. Second down, goal to go from the Ricebird 1. Take, handoff over the right side, digging for the end zone, and let's see, touchdown, Forrest City. They strike first, take advantage of the Ricebirds' turnover.
Yeah, number 5, again, that was on the carry. That was Montrell Matthews. Just barely got in there, but just got the ball over, and as you mentioned, taking advantage of the Ricebird turnover, and they will line up and go for 2. The quarterback's going to keep it, but he's not going to get there.
He is not. Ricebirds have it well scouted out.
Matthew Luster streaks in there and drags down the quarterback, so it's a 6-0 early lead for the Mustangs.
Jake Hayes in there as well. So the Ricebirds a little bit shell-shocked as they're behind 6-0, 11:05. Less than a minute gone in this one. And once again, Forrest City will be kicking to Stuttgart.
Yeah, the Ricebirds kind of lost that advantage there. They kind of lost a possession on that kick, and I'm sure that we'll see a similar kick this time. The Ricebirds are going to have to get on top of it here. 11:05 to go, as Lynn mentioned. Not even a minute in, and it's a 6-0 Forrest City lead.
Set to kick. There's the whistle, moves up, puts his foot into it, end-over-end kick. This one's going to be taken at the 23-yard line, back across the 25, 30, and out to the 40-yard line. Had another man to beat, just couldn't get past him on the return. Quaterion Johnson, number 7 for the Ricebirds, but the Birds will have good field position just outside their own 40-yard line for their first possession here of the ball game.
Yeah, Johnson caught that on a dead run there, kind of had his speed going, just couldn't quite break that one last tackle there, but still a great starting field position for the Birds at the 41.
Here come the Ricebirds from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. The quarterback is Kane Price. running back. Deontay Clark faked to him, airs it out long, and this was going to be picked off by the Forrest City Mustangs on the interception, Jabari Williams, and he's had a big game so far, Brent. Just a minute and 6 seconds into this game, he's got a fumble recovery and an interception.
Yeah, he has. He had just good coverage down there by the Mustangs. The pass was maybe just a little bit underthrown, and yeah, that's the offense's first turnover of the season. But boy, pretty much 2 turnovers tonight for the Ricebirds if you count that kickoff, and we're barely a minute into the game.
Forrest City Mustangs, big winner last week on the road at Lone Oak, looking to make it 2-0 against the 2-4A conference opponents. But the Ricebirds certainly wanting something to say about that. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, single back standing to the left of the quarterback. He takes a snap, he hands it to the back, and the back's going nowhere, absolutely nowhere. The Ricebirds led by number 72, Dylan Duncan, and number 1, Damari McKinney, bring the ball carrier down for a loss back inside the 30-yard line of the Mustangs.
Number 8 on the carry, Aiden Boyd, and it's going to be a loss of about 2.5.
Quickly back to the line, the Mustangs in all white with dark blue helmets, dark blue stripe on the side of their pants, dark their home colors. Quarterback claps his hand. Pressure, now the ball's on the ground, and the Ricebirds get it back. The Ricebirds recover the fumble. Credit the Ricebirds for the pressure on the quarterback, knocking it loose.
Yeah, Damari McKinney came through there from his end spot, punched the ball out, and then Tank Hood was right there and pounced on it. So the Ricebirds get that turnover back, and fantastic field position at the Mustang 26. Let's see what the offense can do.
The game is less than 2 minutes old and already 3 turnovers.
Yeah, 3 turnovers.
Ricebirds guilty of committing 2 of them, but they get one right back. Forrest City with a player coming on a little bit late. Quickly hand off. Sparky Clark trying to get the corner on the left side and cannot do it. Boy, gets his legs cut out from under him by number 1, Joshua Patilla for the Mustangs, and it's going to be a loss of a couple here on the play, a loss of nearly 3.
It's going to be tough to go side to side, I think, tonight.
It is. Ricebirds now moving from the left to the right. Ball's on the far hash mark. They send 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Little movement up front by Forrest City, and there's a flag.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of speed on this Mustang defense. Success up the middle, and that might be what they have to do here tonight.
And the Forrest City band is in the stands, and they are playing loud and proud. Here come the Ricebirds. Kane Price takes a snap, rolling to his right, getting some pressure. Now he fires it, and it's going to be almost picked off. Number 20. Iverson Edmond on the coverage. Intended receiver for the Ricebirds, Quaterion Johnson, number 7, but Kane in a lot of pressure that time.
Yes, it was. Heavy pressure there, and Kane did a good job just to get it away. But as you said, almost intercepted, but it's 3rd down and 8 now, and the offense has not done anything yet so far. Let's see if they can pick up a 1st down here.
Positive yardage is from just inside the 25 of the Forrest City Mustangs. And a whistle before the snap, and it is offsides against on this possession.
The blitz like that, you can kind of, they kind of like to get in there early sometimes, and 2 so far for the Mustangs.
2 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Slot on the right, wide out to the left. Handoff, Clark trying to find a little something in the line, and he can't. He is. Defender came in and grabbed him by the leg and would not. And 5 coming up now for the Ricebirds. Line of scrimmage is the 21-yard line. Deontay, they call him Sparky Clark, to his looking. Now he's going to just try to turn it upfield and gets back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Forrest City holds and will take.
I'm a little surprised there that we didn't try a field goal. That's probably within Dawson. Coach probably saw something that he thought that they could pick it up, but nothing open downfield, so the Ricebirds
37 or 38-yard attempt. His long for the year is 30, though.
Yeah.
So certainly I think within his range. Here comes Forrest City with their third possession. Takes.
Akil Bradley, Dylan Duncan. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Ricebirds in non-conference action. Ricebirds fumbled the opening kick. Forrest City recovers and quickly took it in for a score. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Off on a little tunnel screen, coming to the near side, running room, and he's in the clear, and the Ricebirds just reach out and but the Ricebirds, again, trip him up, but not until he crosses midfield into Ricebird territory.
Yeah, a well
48-yard line. Ball's on the far hash mark. The Mustangs on a little jet gain of about 6 on the play. On the carry, number 5, I believe, Montrell Matthews.
Either 5 or 6. That might be 6.
That may be. I think you are right.
Kevin Young.
That is Kevin Young. Talked about him. Here's a handoff. This one is to number 5, and he's going to drag Tank Hood down. Forrest City with 6:57 to go here in the opening quarter with a 6-0 lead, marching the ball into Ricebird territory. Cheerleaders trying to keep the Ricebird fans fired up. Quickly fires out into the flats on the reception, number 2, Jamonte Flanoy. Inside the Ricebird 30-yard line. Let's see where they set it now. They're going to say right at the 30-yard line. Quickly to the line of scrimmage on 2nd down and a long 4. Here come the Forrest City Mustangs. 2 wide outs to the right, which is the short side of the field, slot on the right. Now handoff and a little bit of confusion in the backfield, but the Ricebirds are there to bring down Ja'Cory Buchanan for a loss back to the 34-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, Dylan Duncan all over him that time, and you kind of a slow handoff there, and it's going to be a loss.
Quarterback is Roderick Tiswell. He quarterbacked the junior high team to a 7-3 record a year ago. He's in shotgun formation with the back standing to his right. Takes a snap, back to pass. Now he's just going to tuck it. Got some room on the left side. 30, 25, and going to be finally drug out of bounds. Helmet comes off out of bounds. He gets down to about the Ricebird 21-yard line. And the helmet ended up way over on the track.
Sure did. Yeah, nothing open downfield, but Tiswell rolled out to his left, and there was nobody there. He picks up about 19 yards.
And he'll have to go out of the game with the helmet coming off for one play. Also checking out is Ja'Cory Buchanan, number 11. And calling the signals now is going to be number 7, Roshad Washington. He hands off over the right side. What a collision. I believe it's Nikeel Bradley just hammers the ball carrier, number 8, Aiden Boyd.
Yeah, Nikeel Bradley, Dylan Duncan there as well. Going to have almost 3 yards, but, boy, he was stood up as he made his way through the line.
Line of scrimmage is going to be the Stuttgart 18-yard line. Forrest City with 4:36 to go in the first quarter. Clock moving. They have a 6-0 lead. Looking to add. Hand off, going to the far side. Nothing doing on the carry. Aiden Boyd, but the Ricebirds had him sniffed out, and, boy, great penetration into that line, Brent.
Yeah, DeMar McKinney that time strung out his block just well enough, and then number 12 got in there, Kamarion Pickett, and finished him off.
Back to the line of scrimmage, the Mustangs. They're on the far hash mark. Wide side of the field is to the left. They send 2 wide outs. Number 10 and number 2, that's Eric Ward and Jamonte Flanoy. Low snap to the quarterback, back to pass, looking. Now he fires across the middle. Got his man complete, but well defended by the Ricebirds. Limiting yards after catch. Ward on the reception. Nice job by Deontay Clark to bring him down. It's going to set up now a 4th down and a long 4 for the Mustangs with the ball at the Ricebird 15-yard line. Big play defensively here, Brent.
Yes, it is. Yeah, 4th down and a long 4, 3:23 left. Yeah, a big play here. you don't want to go down 2 scores against this team tonight.
Empty backfield. Roderick Tiswell, number 12, calling the signals. Back to pass. Look, he airs out, and he's got a man in the corner toward the end zone. Incomplete. Brent, I looked to me like he had him right on the money, and I thought he had 6 on that one. But
I think so. The receiver had a couple steps there, and it was a pretty good pass, just unable to come down with it. I think the Ricebirds dodged a bullet on that one.
They certainly did, and they'll take over on downs at their own 15-yard line. 3:05 to go, opening quarter. Forrest City Mustangs with a 6-0 lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Glad to have you joining us tonight for Ricebird football. Quickly, the Ricebirds to the line, handoff into the line. Running room, breaking tackles across the 20, out to the 25-yard line, and that's good for a Ricebird first down.
There you go, a quick hitter there from Matthew Luster. And the Ricebirds are going no huddle.
Moves the ball out just across the 25. Handoff again into the line. Picking and choosing and absolutely denying tackles out to the 35-yard line. Another gain of 8 this time.
And that's the senior, Matthew Luster, again. A gain of 8 as he's going to come out now and get a breather. Kamarion Pickett in the backfield.
Hard running against that 3-down line. Handoff to number 12, and there's a first down out to the 40. Kamarion Pickett, as Brent mentioned. Fresh legs in there.
Yep. Ricebirds are trying to hit this defense before they get a chance to line up.
They're a 3-3 defense with 3 down linemen. Now they go to a 4-down set. Kane Price, the quarterback, handoff. Sparky Clark, this time he powers his way out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 5.
Boy, the Ricebirds are finding some room there right up the middle. They are already out to the 45.
Clock ticks toward 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Forrest City with a 6-0 lead. Ricebirds to the line. Ball's in the center of the field. Take, handoff. Clark, this time nothing doing. Great job by the interior line of the Forrest City Mustangs leading the charge there. It looked like number 0. I don't have a 0. That may be an 8, Brent.
No, I think it is 0 because
okay.
Coach Price mentioned him in the pregame when I talked to him down there. Yeah, it is 0 and from that defensive end spot, but he is not listed on our roster.
3rd down and 6 for the Ricebirds after that loss of a couple. They've got it at their own 43-yard line. Kane Price, the quarterback, got 2 wide outs to the right. Takes a snap. There's a whistle and a flag before the snap, and it's going to be a procedure penalty against the Ricebirds. And that'll back them up 5. The Birds are going to be working from behind the sticks. 1:18 to go, opening quarter. Forrest City with a 6-0 lead over Stuttgart. Ricebirds with the ball.
Yeah, big 3rd down play here. 3rd down and 11. Ricebirds picked up 1 first down, but would love to keep the chains moving here.
2 wide outs to the right. Single back standing to the left of Price. Takes a snap. Step back. Fires out in the flats. Incomplete. Intended receiver for the Ricebirds, number 18, Julius Gaither, defended out there by number 9, Jabari Williams, and also number 24, Iverson Edmond. And the Ricebirds are going to have to send Hayden Prine in to punt on 4th down and 11 with 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
The offense picked up a first down there. A couple first downs, but
after a good defensive stop.
Yeah, they did. Just unable to keep the ball moving. Prine on the punt now.
He's standing at his own 29, puts his foot into it. A nice punt. It's going to hit at about the 32. Now takes a little Ricebird divot across the 30, down to about the 29-yard line, and that's where the Forrest City Mustangs will have it. 1st down and 10 with 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, 6-0 Mustang lead, and in what has been a pretty quick moving first quarter.
It really has been.
I thought this might be kind of a air them out game, with a lot of clock stoppages, but so far it's been quite a few runs here by both teams.
And not a lot of stoppage of the clock.
No.
Here come the Mustangs from the far hash mark. Again, here in the first quarter, moving from the right to the left. Those of you listening on the radio, handoff over the left side. Thought he had a little seam, Brent, but but several of the Ricebirds, including Jake Hayes and number 18, Julius Gaither, had a little something to say about that.
A gain of maybe just 1 yard for number 4. That's Courtney Austin.
Moves the ball to the 30-yard line in the center of the field. 24 seconds clock moving here in the first quarter. The Mustangs looking to the sideline.
I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to snap it.
And they don't have to. The play clock's at 13. The game clock is at 10. So I believe that the Forrest City Mustangs are going to be happy to take this one to the second quarter. And that's it, the end of the first quarter with your score, the Forrest City Mustangs 6, the Stuttgart Ricebirds nothing. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network, and we're back in 1 minute.
When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement in Stuttgart, is extending their parts and service hours to help you be ready during this crucial time of year. Trust factory-trained technicians to provide knowledgeable expertise and quick turnaround times. Ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next-day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production and bushels. Contact your local Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
Hi, this is Jeremy Prine, worship and youth pastor at Southside Baptist Church in Stuttgart. We are holding an area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland of AFR Radio, Sunday, September 24th through Tuesday, September 26th. Sunday morning worship will begin at 10:30 a.m. and evening services will begin at 6:30 p.m. Child care will be available for children 3 years and under. Join us at Southside Baptist Church, 402 East 19th Street in Stuttgart for this area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland. For more information, visit sbcstuttgart.org.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart as we get set for second quarter action. The Stuttgart Ricebirds trail the Forrest City Mustangs 6-0. Forrest City has it, second down and 9, and as they go to snap the ball, there's a whistle, and this is going to be a foul against the Ricebirds. It's going to be offside, so the Mustangs will go from 2nd and 9 to 2nd and 4. Want to welcome our listeners on KXJK AM 950 and 106.5 FM out of Forrest City, as well as our Country 97.3 listeners, and those of you that are watching on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebirds YouTube channel for our live stream broadcast. The Mustangs with the ball and the lead. Back to pass, looking, going to air it out. Long's got a man, and it is off his fingertips. Pretty good coverage by the Ricebirds, but a well-thrown ball just couldn't be brought in by Kyman Lee, number 14.
Yeah, he was open early on there, but the ball just kind of hung up a little bit, and Sparky Clark and QT Johnson got down there in time just to knock it down.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down and 4 for the Forrest City Mustangs. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff to the back in the backfield, being chased, and the Ricebirds trying to keep him from getting the corner, and they do. A short gain, maybe a yard on the play. It's going to bring up now 4th down and 3 for the Mustangs, and maybe decision time for Coach Lewis.
Yep.
Do you take a chance and go for it here, or do you punt it away?
Oh, 4th down and 3. That's kind of tough there, but the Ricebirds came up big there on 3rd down.
And it looks like the Mustangs, at least initially, are going to go for it. 2 wideouts to each side, single back in the backfield. Quarterback standing at his own 31-yard line, awaiting the snap, takes the snap, hands it to the back, coming to the near side, and the Ricebirds are going to bring him down for a loss and take over on down.
Boy, several Ricebirds there. Bradley, McKinney, Dylan Duncan, Kamarion Pickett, all converged on the running back, and that was a loss of a yard and a turnover on downs. Let's see if this Ricebird can take advantage of it now. This offense needs to get some points on the board here.
Absolutely. Ricebirds break the huddle and go from the sideline to the line of scrimmage quickly. The Ricebirds now with Kevon Conway and Sparky Clark flanking the quarterback, Kane Price. Kane, a little hard count, now looks to the sidelines. Counting from the left behind those guys is number 4, number 3, and number 2 in the backfield for the Ricebirds. Quickly takes the snap, fires out, got his man, incomplete, intended receiver, number 7, Quaterion Johnson. And there is a penalty marker on the play.
Yeah, about 8 yards downfield.
So let's see what this is.
Maybe a defensive holding. Oh, ineligible downfield. Okay, wow.
That's an odd call.
Yeah, you don't see that very often here in high school.
Want to remind everyone, Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Petrus with 2 locations, 19th and Main Street, for all your Chevrolet and GMC needs. And out across from Max Prairie Wings, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's Petrus Auto Sales. Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird football. Petrus, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Sparky Clark takes the handoff, and he's going to be brought down for a loss, a big loss, back behind the 45-yard line. Just got a hold of him and slung him down, and Sparky, you can tell, is not happy with himself on that.
Yeah, I think he thought that he could break away from that tackle maybe and pick up something there, but just unable to keep his footing. And Ricebirds are going in the wrong direction here. It's second down and about 20.
10:35 to go in the first half. Ricebirds trail Forrest City 6-0. Ball's on the far hash mark. Birds here in the second quarter moving from the right to the left on your radio dial, which is the south to the north here at Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Moving to his left after the snap, Kane Price looking, dumps it off, got a man complete just inside the 40, but right at the sidelines and could not stay in bounds. Might have could have turned it upfield had he been able to stay in bounds, Brent.
Yeah, I think so. That was Johnson on the catch. He's going to pick up about 7. Makes it just a little bit better there for third down. Third down at about 13.
Line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line of the Mustangs. 10:13 to go. Clock stopped as the ball went out of bounds. Birds on the near hash mark with 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Now they send Clark out of the backfield, lines up on the left side. Price back to pass, dumps it across the middle. Got Clark complete. 35, spins around, 30 and inside down to about the 28-yard line. It's going to be short of a first down, but it's going to be a manageable fourth down situation for the Ricebirds.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 10 on that. It's going to bring up fourth down and 3.5 here for the Ricebirds.
Bringing in some power, Kamarion Pickett, number 12, checks in for the Ricebirds.
Number 21 in there as well. Avery Robinette.
And a low snap and a penalty marker now before the snap. And the Ricebirds tried to go quick, and it's going to end up costing them 5 with a false start.
Yeah, I think it's just as well there because the low snap and that play was going nowhere quickly from the start. So you lose the 5 yards, but you know what? At least you get one more try at it here.
From the 34-yard line of the Forrest City Mustangs, the Ricebirds will have it. Fourth down and 9. 9:29 to go. First half. Birds trail by 6 with the ball. 2 wide outs to the right. Price takes a snap, rolls to his right. Looking, directing traffic, now airs it out long and overthrows and out of bounds. Everyone on the far sideline. So Forrest City does their job. They hold the Ricebirds, and they'll take over on downs. First down and 10.
Yeah, that was just a 2-man route there. Conway and Clark on the right side. Price rolled out to the right side, and nobody was open there, and Price just had to get rid of it. So the Mustang defense has been tough tonight, only allowing the Ricebird offense 2 first downs here so far in the first half. But after that first possession, the Ricebird defense has been equally as tough.
They have been. They dig in now. Here comes Forrest City from their own 34-yard line. First down and 10. Ball's on the near hash mark. Quarterback takes a snap, and he's just going to dump it, and the Ricebirds are there, but he eludes the first tackler. Now he's going backwards, and the Ricebirds are going to bring the receiver down for a short gain of 2.
It was number 6 in there. That is Young. Yeah, Matthew Lester got in there just enough to slow him down, and then several Ricebirds converged on the tackle.
Coach Price said we've always got to know where number 6 is because he can beat you and burn you quick. Back to pass. Quarterback fires out in the flats. Got a man complete, but the Ricebirds there. The ball's on the ground. The Birds pick it up, and are they going to call it incomplete? Oh, my goodness, I'm not sure about that.
Are they going to give him? Surely they're not going to give him the catch, are they? That was. Oh, now they're calling Ricebirds football. Wow.
It's Ricebirds football.
Yeah, it was either incomplete or a fumble. I thought he first signaled that the receiver was down, and he wasn't never down.
But the interception was down, I guess.
Okay.
Again, that's on the far.
Yeah.
Again, that's on the far side.
Yeah. So it's going to be a fumble.
Hopefully, those viewing our live stream may have a little bit better view of that than Brent and I do.
Right. But it's going to be a fumble and a recovery by the Ricebirds.
4th turnover, 2 by each team so far tonight. Back to pass. Price looks, fires, got Clark at the 40. Stutter steps around one guy but can't get around. The second one's going to get down to about the 36-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they set the ball down.
I think he's got it.
He's got it. First down for the Ricebirds at the 36 of Forrest City. 8:15 to go. Clock moving. First half, Ricebirds trail Forrest City 6-0. Birds with the ball. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Price is the quarterback. Matthew Luster lines up to his left. Quickly fires out in the flats on a little tunnel screen. Complete and coming back toward the center of the field with the reception for the Ricebirds is number 7, QT Johnson.
Yeah, he's going to have 5 on first down, so a nice gain there, Price to Johnson.
Second down and 5, as Brent mentioned, from the 31 of Forrest City. Price back to pass, fires out in the flats, got his man complete. 25, 20, 15, down to the 12-yard line. First down and 10. Deontay Clark on the reception for the Ricebirds.
Well, they're giving Clark quite a bit of cushion there, and Price is just going underneath there, and that's an easy pitch and catch, and the Ricebirds are knocking on the door here.
Ross Atkinson will be split wide to the right, which is the short side of the field. 3 wide outs to the left, including Clark. Single back in the backfield. That's Matthew Luster standing right to the right of Price. Price dumps it out. Got his man complete. 10, 5, powering toward the goal line. Is he in? He's close. Let's see. They say he's down inside the 1-yard line.
Matthew Luster, number 9, on the little screen pass, and then a nice hard run. Gain of 11 down to the 1.
He was digging hard for the end zone, but he's going to have the Birds set up. First down, goal to go from the 1-foot line. Quickly to the line. Kamarion Pickett in the backfield to the left of the quarterback, and timeout Forrest City.
Yes, timeout Forrest City.
Timeout Forrest City. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network, and we're back in 30 seconds.
Hello, this is Kyle Stoveson with Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services in Stuttgart. If you're looking to purchase or refinance farm real estate, equipment, cattle, or need capital for your crop operating expenses, we finance it all and share our profits through our patronage program. At Ag Heritage, we have friendly loan officers, competitive rates, and most of all, a lender who provides you with a financing package tailor-made to fit your individual needs. Please contact Kevin Wingfield or myself, Kyle Stoveson, in Stuttgart at 870-673-1558. Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services is an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. 6:45 to go first half. Ricebirds first down, goal to go inside the 1-yard line of the Mustangs. Handoff over the right side and not going to get in there. Going to be thrown for a loss is Kamarion Pickett for the Ricebirds.
Yeah.
Right? Excuse me, Brent.
Yeah, Lynn, I think that play was supposed to go inside there, and Pickett kind of tried to bounce it outside, and, boy, 2 Mustangs are right on top of him. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Don't forget, 2 great locations to serve you and 2 websites, PetrusGM.com for Chevrolet and GMC and PetrusAutosales.com for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Petrus, they got your transportation needs covered. Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird football. Handoff over the left side. Ricebirds again digging toward the end zone and short. Down inside the 1-yard line once again for the Ricebirds.
Yeah, inside the 1. Matthew Luster did everything but put the ball over the goal line there. It is right at the 1-inch line.
From the far hash mark, here come the Ricebirds. They break the huddle. Kane Price, the quarterback, takes, hands off, into the line again, and no signal. Yes, touchdown, Ricebirds.
Matthew Luster, he needed 1 inch. I believe he got 1 inch there.
He got 1 1/4.
He did. Boy, that Forrest City defense was tough down there around the goal line, but Luster just squeezes the ball across the plane of the goal, and the Ricebirds are on the board here. Dawson McKelvey is on to attempt the PAT. 5:43 left in the second quarter. Hayden Prine is the holder.
Ross Atkinson is the snapper. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It looks good, and it is. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Forrest City Mustangs 7-6. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us tonight for Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM, as well as on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebirds YouTube channel. And joining us tonight as well from KXJK AM 950 and 106.5 FM in Forrest City. We've got Forrest City Mustang fans listening here as well. Glad to have you all join us tonight on an absolutely perfect night for high school football. The Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Forrest City Mustangs 7-6, 5:43 to go in the first half. Ricebirds try an onside kick, and the ball is still loose, and looks like the Mustangs are going to get on the ball back close to the 35-yard line. It looked like it was well executed, Brent.
Yeah, Lynn, it was. I think the Ricebirds had a first shot at it right as it went 10 yards, just unable to come away with it, and then it kind of squirted that downfield just a little bit further, and the Mustangs take over at the 37. I don't necessarily mind that. A lot of dangerous guys on that return
absolutely.
team.
Absolutely. Here come the Forrest City Mustangs from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. Mustangs dressed in all white with dark blue trim, dark blue numbers, dark blue stripe on the side of their pants, dark blue helmets. And, of course, the Stuttgart Ricebirds in their home maroon with white trim. Handoff into the line. Oh, my goodness. Dylan Duncan all over the ball carrier.
And number 4, the ball carrier, Courtney Austin, and Duncan came through there unblocked, and, boy, he almost could have taken a handoff there. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Dylan's going to check out, and checking in for the Ricebirds, number 9, Matthew Luster. Loss of a couple on the play. Second down, 12 for Forrest City. 5:06 to go, first half. Ricebirds lead 7-6. Quarterback now with a low snap, takes it, and he turns the corner, and he's going to have a first down out near midfield. He started his slide at about the 49. They're going to give him the 50. They're going to set the ball down. It's going to be touching the midfield stripe, but that's a fresh set of downs for the Forrest City Mustangs. Ball's on the near hash mark here in the second quarter. The Mustangs moving from the north to the south, which is the left to the right on your radio dial. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Ball mishandled, but it's going to be picked up by the running back, and he's going to actually get the ball forward about the length of the football. What could have been a disastrous play for the Mustangs turns into, well, they're going to say line of scrimmage. It's still touching the midfield stripe here at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart.
Several low snaps tonight. Back to the quarterback.
Second down and 10. Back to pass, airs it out toward the sideline, and overthrows intended receiver. Eric Ward was intended receiver, and defending for the Ricebirds was number 9, Matthew Luster.
Yeah, he got rid of that ball pretty quick out there, and Ward just unable to catch it and come under it. So Third down and 10 here.
Third down and 10, as Brent mentioned, and the ball is as squarely in the center of this field, both north and south and east and west as you can get it. Right in the middle of the big maroon S here in the field at Ned Mosley Stadium. Back to pass, looking, now dumps it off to the left. Incomplete. Little contact out there, but there is a penalty marker back in the backfield, and this indicates a hold against Forrest City. Decision time here for Coach Price. Back them up or take the down? I'd probably back them up because they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
This will move the ball back. If they take it, they'll move the ball back to the 40-yard line. So
the receiver on the previous play fell down, and then the pass was thrown, and he got back up and tried to make a catch on it, just unable to come down with it. So, yeah, it's going to back them up. Third down and 20 now.
From their own 40-yard line, 3:56 to go here in the first half. Stuttgart with a 7-6 lead over the Forrest City Mustangs in this non-conference finale for both of these teams this season. Two wide outs to the right, one to the left. Quarterback back to pass, now being flushed out of the pocket. He's still looking, getting some pressure, and I don't know what happened, but the ball came out of his hands. Yeah. That's exactly what he did.
Fantastic play there by Jake Hayes, though, of not letting the quarterback get outside and into the open field. He kind of strung it out long enough there to kind of force him out of bounds.
Now 4th and 19, and looks like we're seeing some wholesale changes, and we might see Forrest City punter here. That'll be number 14, Kyman Lee. He's going to be standing back inside his own 30-yard line.
There first.
He is way back. I hope their snapper can get it that far back. And there's a whistle.
Yeah. Coach Price didn't like the setup there, so he called a timeout.
Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Hey there, it's Erin from the Casual Wing at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart, where we've got an incredible lineup of new fall arrivals. For all you guys out there, we've got the latest styles from Barber, Southern Marsh, Duckhead, and Southern Point Company. And ladies, we've got you covered too with an amazing selection of game day apparel and trendy fall fashion, including brand new UGG and vintage Savannah sneakers. Swing by the Casual Wing at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart today and gear up for a stylish fall season.
Welcome back to Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart for Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Don't forget 2 locations, 19th and Main for Chevrolet and GMC, and out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird football. Here's a high snap back to the punter. He gets it and just does get the ball away. And let me tell you what, he gets it high and long, and it takes a great Forrest City bounce. It's still rolling inside the 20. And for all the world, I thought the Ricebirds' Carson Konechny was going to block that one.
Boy, I don't know how he didn't block that one, Lindy. It must have went right through his hands, because a high snap there caused the punter to take an extra step or two. And, boy, Carson was right there on top of him, just couldn't quite get a hand on it. And then it takes a Forrest City roll.
Oh, I mean a huge one. Down to the Ricebird 18-yard line. First down and 10 for Stuttgart. 3:40 to go in the first half. Ricebirds with a 7-6 lead. We got us a slobber knocker going on here.
Yes, we do.
And here is a fire out into the flats. Kevon Conway complete. Makes a little diving catch. Hauls it in cleanly at the 23-yard line. So that's going to be good for 5 yards. Brings up second down and 5 for the Ricebirds. The ball's towards the near hash mark. Birds here in the second quarter, moving from the right to the left, from the south to the north, headed toward the concession stand area. Here's a handoff that's not going anywhere to number 9, Matthew Luster. He's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up now third down and 8.
Yeah, quickly third down here for the Ricebirds on 2 plays, a gain of 5, and then a loss of 3.
Ricebirds huddle up, now break the huddle. Send 2 wide outs to the left. Ball's in the center of the field. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Kane Price back to pass, looks, fires, got Deontay Clark complete at about the 28. He sidesteps the defender, tries to break. He does, breaks another tackle, and makes his way out of bounds on the far sideline. Move the sticks. Sparky gets the Ricebirds a first down out across the 35-yard line.
Boy, Lynn, he scared me on that play because he actually had the first down, and then he came back. Yeah, came back and took it all the way across the field. But, boy, he turned on the speed and picked up a big first down.
1st and 10 for the Ricebirds from their own 36-yard line. 2:34 to go in the first half. 2 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. That's the side Kane Price is running to. Looking, now he's going to tuck it, and, boy, he takes a lick right here on the near sideline. Hops up on the stop was number 52, Tamarion Burks.
It's going to be a loss of about a yard on the play. Nothing open downfield. Kane didn't want to force it, but he did take a hard lick here on the near side.
He did. He's going to send 2 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Shotgun formation now, stands up, looks to the sideline. Number 9, Matthew Luster, moves to the right side. Back to pass. Looking, it's going to be picked off. Birds in trouble. This one is going to take it back to the house. A pick 6 on the interception. Number 5, Montrell Matthews. He read it perfect. And the Forrest City Mustangs take advantage of the 3rd Ricebird turnover, and they turn this one immediately into 6 points and regain the lead.
Yeah, number 5 there read that perfectly, Montrell Matthews, and takes it to the house. This is exactly what the Mustangs wanted to do there, get the ball back, turn the Ricebirds over, and as Lynn mentioned, the 3rd Ricebird turnover of the first half sees the Mustangs take a 12-7 lead as they will line up and go for 2.
They've got 2 wideouts to each side. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Hand to him into the line. Ricebird's not going to let him get there. They push the pile backwards, and the score is going to stay Forrest City 12, Stuttgart 7. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Secure your winter propane with savings. Don't miss Blue Seal Petroleum's pre-buy program. Lock in your price on propane before September ends, avoiding winter price ups and staying ahead of the unpredictable. Plus, Blue Seal's dedicated propane technician, Robert Henderson, ensures your safety with state-required checks. Reserve now through September 30th. Reach Blue Seal in DeWitt at 870-946-2281 and in Stuttgart at 870-673-3126. Blue Seal Petroleum, your trusted source for winter comfort and safety.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're glad to have you joining us for Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM and also for our friends in Forrest City at KXJK AM 950 and 106.5. Glad to have you Mustang fans joining us for Ricebird football here tonight. We've got a good one. We called it a slobber knocker, and I'll stick by that for sure. 2:15 to go in the first half. Forrest City uses a pick 6 to regain the lead over Stuttgart. Here's the kick, and the Ricebirds are going to pick it up on the carpet. Sparky Clark, he's the guy you want to have it across the 25-30, 35-40. He's at midfield, 45, tries to sidestep a defender. Here comes that Forrest City speed, catches him and brings him down, but not before he gets a great return all the way down to the Forrest City 36-yard line.
Yeah, fantastic return by Clark, but the coverage just had the angle on him there. Too many guys for Clark to get the touchdown. But, boy, a fantastic return, and that's exactly what this offense needed here. Plenty of time for them to try to get on the board here, but what you cannot have is another turnover.
Absolutely. Here come the Ricebirds to the line of scrimmage. The wide side of the field is to the left. Ball's on the far hash mark. Hand off into the line over the right side. A little bit of running room down to the 30. Going to be a gain of about 6 for the Ricebirds. Let's see where they set it down. Just inside the 30. We'll still call it a 6-yard gain. Well, I tell you, really, Brent, it's closer to 7 yards. They set it down at the 29-yard line of Forrest City. Second down, 4. 3 wide outs to the left. Kane Price takes a snap, rolling to his left, looking, and he fires just over the outstretched arms of Corterion Johnson, who was down at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I think he had him open there just a little bit earlier, but Price didn't see him until he was almost out of bounds and then just couldn't get it in there to him.
Plus, he's really running hard to the left, Brent, and he's a right-hand passer, and that's just kind of an awkward angle.
It's a tough angle, it is. 4-down territory here for the Birds with 1:47 left.
3rd down and 4. Line of scrimmage is the 29 of Forrest City.
How about Ross Atkinson right across the middle here?
Clutch, Ross Atkinson. Let's see if we can get hooked up with him. Take, handoff into the line, and nothing doing for the Ricebirds. Handoff, I believe, Kamarion Pickett.
Yes, it was. It's going to be a loss of a couple on the play there. I think the Birds there were just trying to get a yard or two to try to make it 4th and short, but now it's going to be 4th and 5.
From the 31-yard line of the Forrest City Mustangs, big 4th down play for the Ricebirds. Clock moving, 1:22 to go in the first half. Ricebirds trail 12-7. Back to pass. Price fires. He's got his man. There's your man.
There it
Clutch. Ross Atkinson on the reception.
There it is. One play later, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, you doggone right.
A big first down there for the Ricebirds.
I'm telling you, you can count on him in the clutch.
And a Mustang is down just inside the 25.
And he is face down at the 25-yard line. They roll him over as they tend to him. Want to remind everybody that Stuttgart Ricebird football is powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. And again, 2 locations, 19th and Main Street for Chevrolet and GMC. And out across from Max Prairie Wings is your Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. And it's not just sales and service and parts, but how about tires and alignments? If you need tires for your ride, regardless of the year, make, or model, see either one of the Petrus locations. They can fix you up. I can promise you, Petrus, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Here come the Ricebirds to the line as the shaken up Mustang is tended to on the sideline. Hope he's going to be okay. Here come the Birds. 1st down and 10 from the 22. Ducked it out, got a man complete across the 20 and still on his feet. 15, all the way down to the 12-yard line. Hard run for the Ricebirds.
Landon Bryant, that's number 19. That's going to be a gain of, 9 on that.
Moved it all the way down to the 12-yard line of the Mustangs with 41 seconds. Clock moving. Ricebirds with 2 timeouts. 2 wideouts to the left. Back to pass now, rolling to his right. He's going to tuck it and take it out of bounds after a short gain. Gets the ball inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, picks up the first down there, stops the clock. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 9 here.
31 seconds to go, and again the Ricebirds with 2 timeouts. Sparky Clark and Ross Atkinson checking in. Checking out. For the Ricebirds is number 19, Landon Bryant.
Timeout for City.
Timeout for City. Let's squeeze in another quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Petrus Auto Group is a proud supporter of the Stuttgart Ricebirds. This fall, while heading out to the game, arrive in style and a new truck or SUV from Petrus. 2024s are hitting the lots, but you still have time to custom order your new ride. With 2 locations, Petrus Auto Sales and Petrus Chevrolet GMC. We are proud to be your Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, GMC, and Chevy dealer on the Grand Prairie.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds, with 31 seconds to go in the first half, have the ball. 1st down and goal to go at the Forrest City 8-yard line. 31 seconds to go. Ricebirds with 2 timeouts. Kane Price sends a man in motion. Going to flip to him, coming to the near sideline, and penalty markers all over the field, and it's going to be a loss back to about the 14-yard line. A little speed sweep, a little jet sweep, and they just never got the afterburners on that one, Brent.
No, they didn't. Let's see what the penalty is going to be here.
Penalty's actually thrown in the defensive secondary.
Yeah, it is.
There's one back at the goal line. Obviously, it was seen by a couple of officials, and there's the call.
They had too many men on the field. As I see a Mustang run across, so believe that's going to be
a little confusion, I would guess, Brent. Maybe
yeah.
when the injured player went off, two guys thought it was their turn to come back on, and probably an honest mistake. But nonetheless, it was one that the officials caught. So
and the big one, too.
It is a huge one. It moves the ball inside the 5-yard line. 23 seconds to go. And again, Ricebirds with 2 timeouts, plenty of time. Quarterback is going to keep it over the left side into the end zone. Touchdown. Kane Price does it himself, and the Ricebirds regain the lead.
Well, Lynn, that's not something that we've seen Kane Price do a whole lot of, and, it's not on film either. So, boy, a fantastic time for Kane to call his own number there.
He did, and gave the Ricebirds a 13-12 lead with 19 seconds to go in the first half. Dawson McKelvey is on to attempt the extra point. A low snap, and the kick is going to hit the crossbar, and that one was a little low snap back to Hayden Prine, the holder. McKelvey got his foot on it, but just couldn't get it over the bar. It hits the crossbar, but the Ricebirds lead 13-12 over the Forrest City Mustangs in this non-conference action here tonight.
Oh, yeah, big penalty there for too many men on the field. Would have pushed back the Ricebirds to the 14. Instead, they have it first to goal from the 5, and then a little fake handoff to Pickett into the line, and Price takes it around the left side for his first rushing touchdown of the year. The Ricebirds have a 13-12 lead. 19 seconds left here in the first half, and it's been a turnover-filled first half for both teams, and we've seen some pretty good defense played as well from both teams. So let's see what happens in the final 19 seconds left as McKelvey tees it up.
He'll be kicking from the right to the left. Got it teed up at the 40. Did a little onside kick on the last one. I'd like to see just a little scrub right down the center again here. And he's going to end over ended, and it's going to be taken at the 19-yard line, back across the 20, 25, and going down just across the 30 on the return, number 9 for Forrest City, and that is Jabari Williams.
Yeah, nice kickoff that time from Dawson McKelvey. Pins him back on the sidelines there, and fantastic coverage from the Ricebirds. Brings him down at the 32 here with 14 seconds left, so it's going to be interesting to see what Forrest City will do. Will they take a shot downfield, or will they just try to run it here and pick up something, or just run the clock out here? Let's see what they do.
And they come from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. Ricebird defense is set. Here come the Mustangs.
Can't let anybody get behind you here.
Calling the signals. Number 12, Roderick Tiswell. Empty backfield and timeout, Stuttgart. Ricebirds want to talk about it. They want to make sure they got the right personnel. So let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Jeremy Prine, worship and youth pastor at Southside Baptist Church in Stuttgart. We are holding an area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland of AFR Radio, Sunday, September 24th through Tuesday, September 26th. Sunday morning worship will begin at 10:30 a.m. and evening services will begin at 6:30 p.m. Childcare will be available for children 3 years and under. Join us at Southside Baptist Church, 402 East 19th Street in Stuttgart for this area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland. For more information, visit sbcstuttgart.org.
Welcome back to the final 14 seconds of the first half here at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds have retaken the lead over the Forrest City Mustangs 13-12. Forrest City with the ball, first down and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Empty backfield, they sent everybody wide. Quarterback Tiswell back to pass, now being flushed, looking, he's going to fire long. It's going to be picked off by the Ricebirds. No! The two Ricebirds ran together.
They did.
Julius Gaither and Landon Bryant knocked the ball from each other, and they had an easy pick there, Brent.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they knocked the ball out of each other's hands. I think Bryant had it, but Gaither ran into him and just knocked it out there. 7 seconds left here, so let's see if the Mustangs take another shot down there. They had 5 wide on on the last play. But you got to watch that quarterback. You got to keep him contained in the pocket.
No doubt about that. A lot of speed all over the field. And a mishandled snap, and the Ricebirds are right there to sling the quarterback down, and that ought to do it for the first half as the clock goes to all zeros. We've got 2 quarters in the books, and we've got a good one here as the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Forrest City Mustangs 13-12 at the half. We've got the Southern Bancorp halftime show coming your way. Brent will have our first half stats. We'll have the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band will be performing, and we'll have the scoring summary and more. And we'll get started on the Southern Bancorp halftime show in 5 minutes.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are on your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
A generator is one of those things you never think about until you need it. How about a hot shower? It's amazing how important the little things really are in these situations. At Durden's in Stuttgart, we like to help make the little things easier. That's why we're now your local authorized Generac dealer. And that's important too, because not all companies can sell, install, and provide warranty service on your generator, but Durden's can. Let's face it, a generator is a big investment. Keep it ready to run correctly so you're not left in the dark when the next storm or outage happens. Call us today at 673-1356 for home backup options, portable generators, and even commercial options for your business. You can also request service for your generator online at durdeninc.com/schedule. Let's skip the cold showers and save the candlelight dinners just for date night.
Durden's in Stuttgart. Guaranteed comfort since 1960. Muck boots are ready to take on any job while keeping you protected. And you'll find original Muck boots at U.S. Irrigation Distributors in Stuttgart and DeWitt, along with comfortable, stylish, and tough Twisted X footwear. Check out these 2 great lines of boots and shoes, including 100% weatherproof designs today at U.S. Irrigation. Original Muck boots and Twisted X footwear. U.S. Irrigation Distributors, Highway 165 north of Stuttgart and in DeWitt at 550 Highway 165 north. Call 673-2830 or 946-4116.
Across Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud the extra effort from neighbors like you that make our local schools and activities an integral part of our community. Working as a team to help you reach your goals is a perfect game plan for success. The Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, finally a bank in your corner. MeBanking.com, member FDIC.
With power and versatility, the Kubota M7 tractor is built for hay and forage work. Up to 168 horsepower, superior loader lift capacity, easy-to-use controls, all-day comfort, and your choice of a 30x15 semi-power shift or Kubota variable transmission, and rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your hometown Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
River Valley Tractor. Great products at great prices from great people. With 8 locations, they're right in your backyard. Visit rivervalleytractor.com or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Did you know that since 1907, Lane has been providing water services to cities, industries, and farmers, not just in the Grand Prairie area, but all across the state. Lane provides pump sales and installation, constructs and designs water wells, and installs underground pipes. Lane also has an in-house machine shop, which is prepared to service and repair all brands and sizes of pumps, gear drives, and motors, along with the complete parts department open to the public. For all your water needs, contact Lane first at 2015 South Main in Stuttgart, or call 870-673-1591.
Express Employment Professionals is hiring right now near you. Express Employment in Stuttgart is now hiring for seasonal and permanent positions throughout Eastern Arkansas. If you're looking for a new position, from CDL drivers and clerical workers to warehouse and mill workers, call or text today. Express also offers seasonal positions at Riceland that could transition into a long-term and lucrative career in the rice industry. These jobs are a great opportunity to earn extra money with substantial overtime. Now is the time to join Riceland in Lono, Hazen, Desart, Dumas, Pendleton, Fair Oaks, Hickory Ridge, Parkin, Wheatley, or Stuttgart. Seasonal positions include harvest labor, dump operators, sample house workers, and appraisal. Express Employment Professionals is always free, and they offer free direct deposit or prepaid debit cards. Stop the job shuffle. Apply for a permanent or seasonal position now. Call or text 870-672-4568 to schedule an appointment. To apply in person at Express Employment in Stuttgart, or begin your application online at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com or 870-672-4568.
And we welcome you to the Southern Bancorp halftime show, coming to you tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium on the campus of Stuttgart High School in Stuttgart, Arkansas. We've got a good one here tonight on this football Friday night as the Stuttgart Ricebirds have a slim 13-12 lead over the Forrest City Mustangs. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman, and we're glad to have you joining us on Country 97.3 FM for the Ricebird fans, and also tonight on KXJK AM 950 and 106.5 FM out of Forrest City. Great to have you Mustang fans tuned in here tonight. As a matter of fact, we are listening to the Forrest City Mustang Band as they're performing in the stands across the faraway. And for those of you that are watching on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel, you can see that the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band is staged and they are ready to take the field at the conclusion of Forrest City Band's performance in the stands. And there's a nice round of applause from the Ricebird fans here on the near sideline, as it looks like Forrest City has concluded their performance from the stands, and the Ricebird Marching Band will take the field here shortly. And as has been the case here for the last couple of weeks, we're going to try to get you some of the sounds of the Ricebird Marching Band here when they start performing here shortly. It's been an absolutely beautiful evening here for football, and we have had a great game as well. Taking a look at the scoring summary, Ricebirds didn't get off to a good start. They received the ball first, but the kickoff was fumbled, and at the 31-yard line, Forrest City took it and marched it right down the field. Montrell Matthews goes in from 1 yard out. Two-point conversion was no good, but with less than a minute gone, the Forrest City Mustangs had a 6-0 lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Stuttgart comes back and ties it up. 5:43 mark of the second quarter. Matthew Luster goes in about a 1-yard run, as you're going to find, and he ties the game at 6. Dawson McKelvey comes in and gives the Ricebird a 1-point lead, 7-6. Then Forrest City gets a pick six from Montrell Matthews. Two-point conversion was no good, but with 2:15 to go in the first half, Forrest City regains the lead, 12-7. And then with just 19 seconds left, Kane Price calls his own number, goes in from 4 yards out. PAT was no good with a bad snap and hold, but the Ricebirds have a 13-12 lead, and they have that here at the half. Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band has taken the field. They're ready to start performing, so we're going to pick up some of the sounds as we have a microphone set, and want you to sit back and enjoy some of the sounds here of the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band. Brent and I are going to step away from the mic and enjoy the Ricebirds Marching Band. are listening to the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band performing here at halftime at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. And for those of you that are watching on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel, you can see now that
now the cheerleaders will join the band to perform Land of a Thousand Dances, the Wilson Pickett hit from 1963. And then Talking Out the Side of Your Neck by Cameo from 1984.
That's in memory of Price, the Rock Hancock, and then provided by the Price Hancock Foundation. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. All right, we'll step away again. Enjoy Ricebird Marching Band. Another nice job by the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band. And we've got a fight song. There's your Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band
We'd like to thank our
performance.
administration.
And
Stuttgart School
Brent, let's
Board,
talk a little bit about the new look that they've got out there as well with their uniforms.
Yeah, sharp-looking uniforms. Their show has kind of a race car theme to it. So they have the nice little checkered flags on the shoulders and going down the arm. Very, very sharp-looking uniform.
It is, you know, and that's not what they had on earlier in the evening.
No, it wasn't.
So they have made the change from the time that they performed in pregame, which they had their traditional maroon and white uniforms on, to their more of the theme of their halftime performance, which this year is sort of the Grand Prairie Grand Prix. And it's really a theme that they have embraced this year. And of course, you see the sponsors out there as well that have jumped on board with the Stuttgart Marching Band. Great job under the direction of Mr. Kevin Sherman, Miss Shannon Hudgens, and Sarah Schroeder. The Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band performing to the delight of the crowd here at halftime. Brent, speaking of halftime, let's take a look at the first half stats from tonight's game. The Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Forrest City Mustangs 13-12 here at the half. What do the stats look like?
All right, for the Forrest City Mustangs, Kevin Young has 1 carry for 7. Montrell Matthews has 5 for 11. Courtney Austin has 4 carries for no yards. And quarterback Roderick Tiswell has 3 carries for 43, so he has picked up the bulk of their yards on the ground through the air. Tiswell is 6 out of 10 for 68 yards. Nehemiah Stone with 1 catch for 25. Matthews 1 for 18. Flanoy 1 for 6. Eric Ward with 2 for 17. Kevin Young has 1 catch for 2 yards, so 42 on the ground, 68 through the air, 110 yards of offense for Forrest City. For the Ricebirds, Deontay Clark, 5 carries for -5 yards. They are doing a fantastic job on Deontay Clark tonight. Matthew Luster has 6 carries for 26 yards and a 1-yard touchdown run. Kamarion Pickett has 3 carries for no yards. Kane Price has 4 carries for 7 yards and a 5-yard touchdown run. Through the air, Price is 10 out of 17 for 75 yards with 2 interceptions, one of those going for a Forrest City touchdown. Deontay Clark has 3 catches for 54 yards. QT Johnson has 2 for 12. Matthew Luster, 1 for 11. Kevin Conway, 1 for 5. Ross Atkinson, 1 for 8. Landon Bryant, 1 for 9. 75 yards through the air, 28 on the ground for Stuttgart. So 103 yards for Stuttgart, 110 for Forrest City. So pretty much a dead heat, if you will, on the stats, and it's pretty much a dead heat on the scoreboard as well, with the Ricebirds holding a 1-point lead.
It is, Brent, and I tell you, this is a physical game, too. I'm telling you what, I'm so impressed with the Ricebird line up front because I think they're outsized a little bit. Yeah. But, boy, I'm telling you what, they are playing way above their weight limit.
Yeah, and no offense to Star City and Newport, but this is a significant step up in the defense that they're playing against tonight. Forrest City Mustangs, size, speed across the board there, and they have held the Ricebirds down to only 103 yards tonight. They're playing well, but, hey, the Ricebird defense is getting in that Mustang backfield quite often as well, and holding them down, and if not for the turnovers tonight, we might not have any score on the board.
You're exactly right. There has been unusual number of turnovers on both sides. Of course, the Ricebirds got off to a really bad start as they did not win the toss, but Forrest City did and deferred to the second half. So the Ricebirds got the opening kick, but could not handle it down at the 31-yard line. Forrest City takes it, and they march it down the field and take an early lead with less than a minute to go in the ball game. And very uncharacteristic for the Ricebirds there to mishandle that like that. Right. But nonetheless, the Birds have fought back. I expect it's probably going to stay that way
no doubt about
till
it.
we get to the end of this one here tonight. But a real good test, and particularly that defense, because Coach won't see a defense like that again the rest of the year. So it'll be a test for him tonight.
And speed, from the defensive line, and then the speed in the backfield back there. Yeah, this is a fast, quick defense. They played 2 games. They beat Lone Oak pretty well, and they played Joe T. Robinson pretty close as well. Until kind of late in the game. So a much improved Forrest City team, and they're definitely showing that tonight. And we have got one heck of a ball game, and it's going to be a very entertaining third and fourth quarter here tonight.
They certainly will. Forrest City's making their way out of the locker room and making their way on to the kickoff. The second half of this one, the Stuttgart Ricebirds, Forrest City Mustangs, 13-12. Stay with us. We're back in 2 minutes.
Selling your house or finding your dream home, trust matters. At Brothers Realty, team is committed to delivering top-tier real estate sales and service with Brothers Realty. Decisions. Trust Brothers Realty to have your best start. Call 870-659-4211.com for listings. Connect with them on Facebook and Instagram at Brothers Realty. Experience real estate excellence with.
When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor, ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production and bushels. Contact your local Case IH and Kubota dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
Tohatsu Outboard offers 4-stroke motors from 2.5 to 250 horsepower, and all with a 5-year warranty. Built with their one-of-a-kind direct injection technology, Tohatsu has revolutionized environmental performance, uncompromising in their pursuit of durable and lightweight outboard motors. And with interest rates as low as 4.99% financing, now is the time to get a new Tohatsu motor from Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. Call Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart or click on maxbw.com. Great service and competitive prices. Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. The hunt begins here.
Baptist Health Medical Center Stuttgart is your trusted partner in wellness. With services like cardiology, orthopedics, and women's health, we provide safe, expert care backed by Arkansas's largest and most preferred healthcare provider. Utilizing advanced technology and an emergency department staffed by highly qualified, dedicated providers, we provide the immediate care you and your family can count on when it matters most. Comprehensive services, knowledgeable caregivers, state-of-the-art technology, caring environment, Christian compassion, trust Baptist Health. To learn more, visit Baptist-Health.com.
And we welcome you back to the Southern Bancorp halftime show tonight from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Forrest City Mustangs by a score of 13-12. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us on Country 97.3 FM for you Stuttgart Ricebird fans. Also on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebirds YouTube channel. And appreciate so much Chris Armstrong and Andrew Skinner manning that for us this evening. And then also a special welcome to our Forrest City Mustang fans that are listening to us on KXJK AM 950 and 106.5 FM in Forrest City. Great to have you joining us here tonight for Ricebird football. You know, economic opportunity means different things to different people. For some, it's starting a dream business or buying a new home, while others might need to start with some credit counseling or financial education or maybe just a simple checking account. But whatever your needs, from banking to borrowing or simply learning, Southern Bancorp has you covered. Check out their website, banksouthern.com. Great information on there as well. In Stuttgart, Southern Bancorp is located at 620 East 22nd Street. Their number is 673-4567. Easy number to remember there, 870-673-4567. And for our friends in DeWitt, you can see Southern Bancorp at 220 West Cross. Their number down there is 946-3551. Southern Bancorp, sponsor of the Ricebird halftime show. Both teams have made their way out of the locker room, have gone through their second half stretching. Ricebirds are huddled up down at about the 10-yard line. Forrest City now makes their way to the sideline, and we're just moments away here from the kickoff of the second half of action. A quick look at other games being played tonight in addition to Forrest City at Stuttgart. In the 2-4A conference, Boonville's at Harding Academy. Heber Springs is at Jonesboro West Side. Harmony Grove is at Cave City. Barton is at Ball Knob. Riverview is at Mena, and Lone Oak has the night off.
I got a couple of scores.
Okay,
for those
great.
Games as
Great,
well.
man.
Heber Springs leads Westside 21-0 in the second quarter, and Harding all over Boonville 37-13.
Wow. Thought that might be a little bit of a closer game there, but Harding Academy, just too many weapons, and Harding Academy is coming right here to Ned Mosley Stadium next Friday night, kickoff 7 p.m. Ricebird fans, make your plans to be here and support your Stuttgart Ricebirds, as one of the top teams in the state will be coming to Mosley Stadium. Stuttgart Ricebirds will kick to start the second half of this one here, and again, the Ricebirds with a 13-12 lead over the Mustangs. The Ricebirds in their home maroon uniforms. They've got the Flying Bird logo on the left side of their helmet, their jersey number on the right side, white numbers on their jerseys, and of course the Forrest City Mustangs, as we mentioned a bit earlier, they're dressed in their road whites, dark blue helmets. They've got dark blue numbers and a dark blue stripe on the side of their pants. And, of course, their jerseys and pants are both white. Dawson McKelvey has the ball teed up for the Ricebirds. And he's easy to see out there, Brent.
That's right, in his bright red soccer shoes.
Little two-step, puts his foot into it, and the ball is loose. It did bounce off of the Mustangs, but it looks like
Carson Konechny comes out of the pile with it, but I don't know if he's going to get the ball or not. Still no signal.
Still no signal from an official, and you'd think that.
Yeah, they got to make a signal one way or the other here. I don't.
There it is. It's Forest City's ball. Don't understand that unless they just deemed that he was down because the ball bounced off of him.
Yeah, I don't think they had a good look at that one, and then there was a pile up there. So.
And you never know. He may.
Yeah,
he
may have grabbed it back.
Right,
there.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly. But although Carson came out of it with the ball, so
he did.
Nonetheless, it's going to be Forest City's ball right at the midfield stripe.
Big opening position here for both teams.
Absolutely. Here come the Mustangs to the line. 4 wide outs to the right. Low snap back to the quarterback. Hands off to the back out of the backfield. Doing a little sideways step across the midfield stripe into Ricebird territory for a short gain of 2.
Number 5 on the carry, Montrell Matthews, gain of 2, 6 carries, 13 yards for Matthews on the night. Good job by that Ricebird defense of stacking him up.
Again, 4 wide outs to the right. Single back standing to the left of the quarterback. Tiswell takes, hands off, ball's on the ground, picked it right back up, but going to be brought down for a loss back in Mustang territory on the carry, number 15, Montrell Matthews. And I tell you what, he was lucky that ball, that dribbled right back to him. Brent.
Yeah. You know, and then he was lucky to hold on to it when he got hit as well.
That's exactly right. 3rd down and 10, ball shy of the midfield stripe by its length. They've got to get down almost to the Ricebird 40 for a first down. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Ball's in the center of the field. Claps his hands for the ball. Back to pass. Looks, fires, and he misses his mark down at about the Ricebird 38-yard line. Good Ricebird coverage there, but the ball just a little bit outside.
Yeah, kind of a sidearm throw there by Tiswell, and it just sailed kind of behind the intended receiver.
Tell you what, the Ricebird line has made the quarterback have happy feet all night long, and that really kind of throws off the timing sometimes. 4th down and 10 from midfield. The Mustangs, quarterback, back to pass, looking, getting some pressure from Tank Hood. Now getting some pressure from Nikeel. Now just throws it for all he's worth. Incomplete. Ricebirds hold and will take over at midfield.
Yeah, fantastic pressure there by Tank Hood, Nikeel Bradley. Good coverage downfield, and Tiswell just had nowhere to go with it. Tried to throw it downfield, but great coverage, and the Ricebirds turn him over on down. So hey, 4 plays later, it's just like they got that onside kick.
Exactly. Here come the Ricebirds from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. Want to remind everybody, download the EAB Media Group mobile app on your smartphone. It's free. It just takes a few seconds. Then you can follow the Ricebirds everywhere you go, along with all the great Country 97.3 programming. That's the EAB Media Group mobile app, available for free on your smartphone. Here come the Ricebirds. 1st down and 10. Kane Price is the quarterback. Shotgun formation, takes a snap, hands off, into the line. Looked like a little face mask there, no call. Ball carry for the Ricebirds, Matthew Luster, number 9. Boy, he looked like he got his helmet turned around.
He was kind of spun around as it came through the line, but it's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
Nice gain into Forest City territory. Just underway, second half. Stuttgart with a 13-12 lead over the Forest City Mustangs. Non-conference action, the last non-conference game of the year for both teams. Kane Price airs it out long on the far sideline, tipped and incomplete. And Deontay Clark was the intended receiver. Good coverage down there by the Mustangs, but still looked like Sparky got his hands on it, but just could not do his own tip drill and bring it in.
Yeah, he tipped it up, and when he tipped it up, he kind of tipped it back and just unable to come down with it. So 3rd down and a long 2 here.
He's going to be split wide to the right, 2 to each side. Handoff into the line, 1st down and more for the Ricebirds. Matthew Luster, number 9, moves it down inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Move the sticks, 1st and 10, Ricebirds.
Well, Matthew Luster, Lynn, is doing the hard work in between the tackles tonight. That's 8 carries for 38 yards, and that is a hard 38 yards for Matthew tonight, doing a good job.
Boy, he hits that line hard too, Brent. First down and 10 for the Ricebirds from the 37 of the Mustangs. Sends a man in motion, hand to him on a jet sweep, coming to the far side. On the carry, Quarterion Johnson, number 7. And looks like he's going to be pushed out right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's just that little push pass there, Price to Johnson as he came in motion, but no gain on that play.
Ross Atkinson will be split wide to the right, 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Deontay Clark is split widest to the left. Kane Price, shotgun formation. He's got Matthew Luster standing to his right. Takes, hands off, Luster, a little side step. Boy, just dancing through the line, gets inside the 35 down to about maybe the 34. No, they say his knee was down at the 35, so just going to be a gain of a couple. 3rd down 8 coming up now for the Ricebirds.
3rd down 8. I'm sure this will be 4-down territory, so the Birds have 2 downs to get 8 yards, 8:30 left in the 3rd quarter.
Clock moving, Ricebirds with a 13-12 lead over the Forrest City Mustangs. Kane Price takes a snap, back to pass, a little pump fake. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Now he cuts to his right and cuts back into the line and ended up going to gain of a couple on the play.
Yeah.
A lot of fancy footwork in there, but just could not find that seam to get into that secondary. It's going to bring up now 4th down at about 6.
Well, and he was going to try the little pump fake to Clark, and then Clark cut it upfield and had a couple steps there, but Price just didn't have time to get it to him as he got flushed out of the pocket.
Do you like clutch in this particular situation?
Well, there he is out there wide.
Split wide to the right, Ross Atkinson. Kane Price now checks to the sideline. In the backfield is Tay Clark. Fires it out, complete, breaks a tackle, and going to be brought down well short of a 1st down. On the reception was Quarterion Johnson, and boy, he broke 1 tackle, but he just couldn't get past the 2nd wave, and the Ricebirds are going to turn it over on down.
A gain of about 4 there, but well short of the 1st down. So both teams turn it over on downs here. The Ricebirds pick up 1 first down, but unable to do anything else.
We got us a slobber knocker here at Ned Mosley Stadium tonight, no doubt about it.
Ricebirds clinging to a 1-point lead here.
Dawson McKelvey's foot is the difference in the ball game. Here come the Forrest City Mustangs here in the 3rd quarter, moving from the left to the right, which is the north to the south here at Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Sends a man in motion from the near side. Hand flips to him on a jet sweep, trying to get the corner. And the Ricebirds are just going to.
Oh, yeah, they string him out there.
They string him out all the way to the sideline. I thought they were going to go get in the buses on over the side.
You know, I thought they probably should have had him back at the line of scrimmage there, but a nice job by the running back just to get about 3 yards.
He does. He turns the corner, moves the ball out to about the 30, almost the 34-yard line of the Mustangs. And the ball will be on the far hash mark for this snap. 2 wide outs to the left, which is the short side of the field. 2 wide outs to the right. Tiswell's the quarterback. Takes a high snap, fires it out, got a man complete. 1st down and more as he gets out near midfield. Let's see where he gets pushed out. They say he's going to actually get into Ricebird territory at the 49-yard line, and that's going to be good for a Forrest City Mustang 1st down. 6:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
That was number 2 on that catch, Jamonte Flanoy. He was wide open out there and turned it upfield. Big gainer.
1st down and 10 for Forrest City. Again, the ball is on the far hash mark, and again, 2 wide outs on each side. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback, Tiswell. He takes a snap, fakes, looking. Now he just dumps it across the middle. Got a man wide open, but he has to make a diving catch, and he goes down, but it's going to be good for a 1st down inside the Ricebird 35-yard line. They're going to set it down at the 31. So that's a fresh set of downs, and I tell you what, probably a good thing for the Ricebirds that he had to make a diving catch, Brent.
Yeah, I think so. He had a lot of room back there.
Roderick Tiswell is the quarterback. Takes, hands off, coming to the near side, and the Ricebirds stack it up good on this side. On the carry is number 2, Jamonte Flanoy.
Good pursuit that time by Kamarion Pickett from his linebacker spot. Ran all the way across the field and tracked him down. Gain of about 3.
Moves the ball to the near hash mark. Here come the Mustangs to the line. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Tiswell calls for the ball. Couple of steps back. Now he's getting some pressure. Steps up, fires, and he underthrows his intended receiver down about the 20-yard line. And a penalty marker now back in the backfield, and that's going to be a hold against the Forrest City Mustangs, and that's a break for the Ricebirds there.
Yeah, Tiswell was under some pressure that time, and one of the Forrest City linemen just grabbed a little bit of the jersey, and that's going to back them up. It's going to be second down and long now.
Going to move it back to the 38.
Second down in about 17, it looks like.
It is. Here come the Mustangs. Hand off to number 5, trying to get the corner on the left side. Now cuts it up into the line,
nice
gets the
run.
running room, still on his feet, and the Ricebirds finally wrestle him out of bounds on the far sideline. Carson Konechny with the stop, but not before he gets some big yards all the way down to the Stuttgart 26.
That's number 5. He's going to have about 12 yards. Big run there for Forrest City.
Montrell Matthews on the carry. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to the slot on the left, trying to get the corner on the near sideline, puts his helmet down, and bang, number 4 on the carry, Courtney Austin. He is going to be real close to a first down. Let's see where they set it down.
He didn't get it.
Oh, he didn't get it. It's 4th down and just inches from where the ball is placed. And looking at the far sideline,
it looks like a first down.
It looks like a first down to me, too.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to be 4th down and inches, according to the officials. Hand off into the line.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either. I'm telling you, let's see where the officials mark it.
Forrest City is bringing on their defense. No, he didn't get it, Lynn. He didn't get it. Fourth down in less than a yard.
What a collision in there.
It was. What a stop by the Ricebird defense. The Forrest City offense kind of had the Ricebirds on their heels on that drive, but they come up just short on 3rd down, go for it on 4th down, and the Ricebirds defense stiffens and gets a big turnover on downs. 4:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Ricebirds up 13-12.
I'm telling you what, Brent, I think I'm going to be sore after this one, man. This is a hard hitter here tonight. Back to pass. Kane Price going to air it out long. He's got a man, and it is broken. Oh, he caught it. He caught it. He caught it. Sparky Clark, it's a foot race, and they're not going to catch him. Deontay Clark on the tip drill. I thought it was knocked incomplete, and he comes up with it and takes it to the house.
79 yards, Lynn. About 3 steps on the defender. Kane Price aired it out. And, boy, the D-back recovered pretty well there. Got a hand on it, tipped it up, but Clark kept his eyes on it, reeled it in, and then outran all of the Mustangs to the end zone. And, boy, that's exactly what the Ricebirds needed. A huge play there, 79 yards. Price to Clark, 19-12, with McKelvey on for the big extra point here.
Ross Atkinson's the holder. Hayden Prine, is the snapper. Hayden Prine is the holder. Dawson McKelvey drills it through, and the Ricebirds take a 8-point lead, 20-12 over the Forrest City Mustangs. We're back with more Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Jeremy Prine, worship and youth pastor at Southside Baptist Church in Stuttgart. We are holding an area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland of AFR Radio, Sunday, September 24th through Tuesday, September 26th. Sunday morning worship will begin at 10:30 a.m. and evening services will begin at 6:30 p.m. Child care will be available for children 3 years and under. Join us at Southside Baptist Church, 402 East 19th Street in Stuttgart for this area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland. For more information, visit sbcstuttgart.org.
And we welcome you back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. The Stuttgart Ricebirds have just scored to stretch their lead 20-12 over the Forrest City Mustangs. Stuttgart Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Remember, 2 locations, Chevrolet and GMC, is down on 19th and Main in Stuttgart. And out across from Max Prairie Wings for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's Petrus Auto Sales. Petrus, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Dawson McKelvey's onside kick attempt is still on the ground. Let's see if the Ricebirds got on it. He got a perfect bounce, and the Ricebirds recover.
That was number 10. No, was that 10? Was that McKelvey? No, it's 15. I'm sorry. 15 that came out of there with. That is Hayden Safel. Boy, and Lynn, you said it. He got a nice bounce right over the top of the Mustangs player there, and there were 2 or 3 Ricebirds there, and they pounced on it. A big, big play there.
Ricebirds, you could kind of say even it out because, they lost the opening kick that was fumbled, and now the Ricebirds get it right back. Great onside kick by Dawson McKelvey. Here come the Ricebirds. First down and 10 at the Forrest City 46-yard line. Handoff right into the line, across the 45, down to the 44.
We're going to give him 3. Matthew Luster, 10 carries, 43 yards. Matthew Luster really coming in there tonight and playing well out of that running back position, with a couple of Ricebird running backs out tonight with some injuries.
Clock rolls under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Stuttgart with a 20-12 lead over Forrest City. 2 wideouts, 1 to each side. Back to pass, airing it out long, and it is incomplete on the far sideline.
Sparky Clark
again.
Great coverage by number 9, Jabari Williams. Stride for stride there with Clark. Ricebirds unable to connect there. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 now. 3:51 left in the third. The Ricebirds just scoring a couple minutes ago to take an 8-point lead, 20-12.
Of course, that set off the fireworks in the south end zone, and Sarah Smith Murray sponsoring the fireworks tonight. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your support of Stuttgart Ricebirds, and Ray Gilbert down there in the end zone, behind the end zone, is our certified pyrotechnician. So how about that?
That's right.
All right, timeout, Ricebirds. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Every player on the football team has an important job so the team can reach its goal and success. Join our team at Lexicon right now and we'll help you reach your goals and success. Lexicon offers free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University. We also offer competitive pay, a great health care plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
Lexicon, of course, will sponsor our play of the game, Brent, and I think we've got a couple of pretty good candidates already for that.
Yes, we do. We certainly do.
No doubt. Here come the Ricebirds now on 3rd down and 7. Ricebirds with a 20-12 lead over the Forrest City Mustangs. 3:51 to go here in the third quarter from Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us on Country 97.3 FM, as well as on KXJK AM 950 and 106.5 FM in Forrest City. Great to have you Mustang fans joining us tonight. Kane Price, the quarterback, back to pass, dumps it off. Ross Atkinson, the 45-40, 35-30. How about Mr. Clutch getting a big first down inside the 30 at the 29-yard line?
Look at the moves from Ross Atkinson out there, Lynn. He caught a nice little dump pass there, and boy, he shook a couple of Mustangs defenders as he made his way back across the middle. 14 yards and a big first down.
Ball's on the far hash mark here in the third quarter. Ricebirds moving from the right to the left, which is the south to the north, headed toward the concession stand area here at Mosley Stadium, for those of you familiar with that. Kane Price, the quarterback, takes hands off, coming to the near sideline, trying to elude one tackler. He does, but he is going to be brought down as he crosses. Let's see. He gets back across the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be a net gain of about 3. It's going to be a net gain of closer to 2. They're going to mark it outside the 27-yard line of the Mustangs. 2:50 here in the third quarter. high school football here on the Grand Prairie. Everybody's in tight. Handoff. Clark into the line,
nice
and he's
tackle.
brought down by Tristan Brisbane.
Yeah, that was a fantastic tackle there, Lynn, because if he doesn't bring him down, there's a little bit of hole there, and Clark is going to squirt right through there. But fantastic tackle. No gain on that play. 3rd down and 7.
Again, line of scrimmage is just outside the 27-yard line of the Forrest City Mustangs. Deontay Clark is lined up to the right side of Kane Price, the quarterback. He fakes, now rolling to his right, looking, firing. He's got Kevon Conway at the 25. Thought he had a little room, Brent, but the defense, all that speed, as you called it, come boiling in there. Montrell Matthews, number 5, on the stop for the Mustangs.
It's going to be a gain of only a yard. Yeah, too much closing speed by the Mustang linebackers there. Or Conway probably would have had the corner and probably would have picked up a 1st down.
Clock moving, 1:42 to go, 3rd quarter. Ricebirds lead the Mustangs 20-12. Ball's on the far hash mark, 3 wide outs to the left. Single back standing to the right of Price, the quarterback. Price takes a snap, back to pass, looking, now rolling to his left. Now he's going to fire back toward the middle of the field, and this one looked like it was going to be picked off, and then a couple of the defenders ran together, I think, and really knocked it out of each other's hands.
But I don't mind that throw. It's 4th down. I mean, take a shot at the end zone, and if they pick it off down there, so what? That's okay.
Exactly. It's like a punt.
Yeah.
Better than a punt, maybe.
Yeah. Well, a good stop by the Forrest City defense after the Ricebirds kind of had the momentum there after that long touchdown, and then they get the onside kick, and they kind of had something going there. But boy, that defense did not break and forced the Ricebirds to turn over on downs, and they keep it a 1-possession game here late in the 3rd quarter.
Mustangs come from the sideline to the line of scrimmage, and you can hear the Mustang band in the background as they're performing in the stands on the far side. Here come the Mustangs with 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback Tiswell back to pass, got a man across the middle, complete out at midfield. Ricebirds with pretty good coverage, but a great reception. Number 17 is Karan Lee.
Yeah, he goes for 28 yards and the 1st down.
Quickly into Ricebird territory at the 49-yard line. Karan Lee checks out. Ball's on the near hash mark. The Mustangs clad in white with blue trim.
Shiny blue helmet.
Yes, like a chrome blue. Little jet sweep to number 2, going to the far sideline, trying to get the corner, and does get the corner. And he's going to get the ball inside the Ricebird 45-yard line, down to about the 44.
Jake Hayes and company strung that play out well, just couldn't bring him down. A good, strong run there. And
was that Jamonte Flanoy, number 2, on the carry?
The 2 or it might have been 2 or 5. I don't.
Well, again, it was to the far
gain of
side.
7. It's a gain of 7.
2nd down, long 3 coming up, right in front of Brent and I's broadcast position here. Fake, and the quarterback just eludes. Ricebird tackle, the ball's on the ground, but it's going to go out of bounds. And
for a 1st down.
Yeah, it is going to go out of bounds for a 1st down.
Boy, Dylan Duncan almost had him in the backfield. And let's see where they're going to mark it. Well,
going to mark it at the 36, so it's going to be a fresh set of downs with 23 seconds. Clock moving here in the 3rd quarter. They don't have to snap it if they don't want to. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Calls for the ball, takes it. Now back to pass, now fires across the middle and almost intercepted by the Ricebirds. Kamarion Pickett, I believe, in coverage for the Ricebirds on the far side down there.
Sailed it just a little high over everyone's head. I think that was Gaither back there.
I think you're probably right,
Gaither, number 18 in coverage, and the ball just sailed a little high. 6 seconds left here. Should be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Clock stops with the incompletion.
2nd down, 10.
Big number 14, Kyman Lee. He's going to line up on the left side. 3 to the wide side, which is the short side of the field, and I believe the Ricebirds, did they jump off
Yes,
sides?
they did. Ricebirds were trying to shuffle some players around there and kind of get lined up, and somebody just jumped a little early. So 2nd down, 5.
Here come the Mustangs. Again, 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ricebirds with a 20-12 lead. Quarterback sends a man in motion. Going to hand to the back in the backfield, and he's not going to have anything.
He runs into his own lineman who got pushed back into the backfield. That's big number 77 there, I believe, who we don't have a name for, but he's going to make it the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
Tank Hood kind of led the charge for the Ricebirds, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter of action with your score. The Stuttgart Ricebirds 20, the Forrest City Mustangs 12. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in 1 minute on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
This year, we're celebrating 95 years of bringing joy and excitement to our customers at Coker-Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop in downtown Stuttgart. Since 1928, we've been providing unique and creative gifts for all occasions, from birthdays and weddings to holidays and graduations. Our commitment to quality and customer satisfaction has never wavered, and we are thrilled to have been a part of so many special moments over the years. We also want to thank our loyal customers for your continued support. You're the reason we can proudly say we're celebrating 95 years of excellence. So why wait? When you need the perfect gift, look no further than Coker-Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop. Our expert staff are always on hand to help you choose the perfect gift for any occasion, and they'll make sure your gift is beautifully wrapped and ready to give. Don't have time to browse? Call or text 870-659-0777 or visit us today at Coker-Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop at 218 South Main in downtown Stuttgart.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action from Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Ricebirds lead the Forrest City Mustangs 20-12. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Third down and 5 for Forrest City, and a quick hitter just right up the middle. And the Ricebirds say they have the ball.
Yeah,
Let's see. I haven't seen an official.
I think they might have called him down.
And let's see, still no call from the gentleman in the white hat.
Yeah, I think they're going to say that the ball carrier was down. Gave him about 13 for Tiswell on the quarterback draw.
Just a little quick hitter, kept it himself right up the middle. Caught the Ricebird line a little bit by surprise.
Yep. Nice play call by the Mustangs there on 3rd and 5.
From the 17-yard line of the Ricebirds, just underway, fourth quarter action. Ricebirds with a 20-12 lead. 3 wideouts to the right, which is the wide side of the field here in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs moving from the south to the north, which is from the right to the left. A delay of game. How about that?
Yeah.
Mustangs have a little time getting everybody set and lost track of the play clock, and as a result, it's going to cost them 5. 1st and 15 now from the Stuttgart trim. Ricebirds all maroon with white trim. Tiswell, the quarterback, now another flag.
Kamarion Pigotland just moved off sides just a little early. He was going to blitz from the linebacker spots, and they get those 5 yards right back.
Penalties offset each other, and we're right back where we were before we started what we're doing.
Yeah.
From the 17 out of the backfield, it is complete. He crosses the 15 and then gets down close to the 10-yard line. Montrell Matthews on the reception, number 5.
Gain of about 7. And we have somebody hurt. That might be Matthews. He went down awfully hard on. He got his feet taken out from under him, and he hit pretty hard out there.
Special word of thanks to First Baptist Church for feeding the players, coaches, and cheerleaders before the game. Once again, a special word of thanks to Sarah Smith Murray for sponsoring the fireworks. And download the EAB Media Group mobile app on your smartphone, and that way you can take Sports Network teams with you anywhere you go. And, of course, all the other great programming as well. Country 97.3 for you Ricebird fans. And a special word of thanks to Little Caesars Pizza as well for providing pizza in the press box for the visiting media tonight. What a great, great hospitality that is. And we appreciate Little Caesars Pizza located on 22nd Street here in Stuttgart. It's always hot. It's always fresh. And the quarterback, Tiswell, takes the snap, just going to keep it himself over the right side, gets inside the 10. He's going to be close to first down yardage, Brent.
Yeah, I believe he has it. He's going to pick up about 4. Yep, first and goal now at the 7.
And with the ball on the far hash mark, here come the Forrest City Mustangs to the line. 3 wide outs to the right, which is the short side of the field. Quarterback claps his hands for it. He fakes it. He's going to keep it around the right side. Ricebirds do a nice job getting in and clipping the legs out from under him.
Julius Gaither came crashing in from a safety spot and cut the legs out, gain of maybe a yard on the play. Second down and go from just outside the 5.
Again, ball's on the far hash mark. Here in the fourth quarter, the Mustangs moving from the right to the left on your radio dial, from the south to the north here at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart. Good crowd on hand tonight on an absolutely beautiful night.
Ball's on the
ground. The Ricebirds are going to pick it up.
Dylan Duncan is on the loose, Lynn.
He's going to be out to midfield on the fumble recovery and return as the Ricebirds turn away the Forrest City Mustangs from their 5-yard line. Dylan Duncan takes the ball on one hop and takes her to midfield.
He did, Lynn. Not a good handoff that time. The ball bounced up right to Duncan. He caught it on the run and showed great speed. He made it all the way out to the 50-yard line. What a play by this Ricebird defense, and big number 72. That could have been the touchdown-saving play right there.
Absolutely.
Fantastic play.
That's a qualifier for our play of the game.
It is.
All right, here come the Ricebirds. Offense to the line. Ball's touching the midfield stripe on the near hash mark. 1 wide out to the left. Everybody else in tight. Kane Price, quarterback, takes, hands off Clark over the left side, trying to get the corner. He does, and he turns it. Oh, and he's going to be tripped up right at the 45-yard line. Brent, I thought he was gone to the races.
Yeah, I thought he was too, Lynn. And he's still down over there, but I believe he's stretching out a leg. So let's hope it's just a cramp. Nice tackle, though, by number 1, Joshua Patillo, or Clark may still be running.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He bounced it to the outside there in a fantastic tackle. He's going to have about 6, but I think it does look like a cramp, though, for Sparky.
Yeah, he's has an unusual gait there.
He does, right. He does, but it looked like he was trying to stretch out his
it
leg.
out a little
yeah,
bit. That's right.
So.
He's hustling over. Of course, they're taking him a fluid bottle real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Get some
that's
fluids
just a cramp.
in him. And
that's just a cramp.
Here come the Ricebirds on 2nd down and 4 from the Forrest City 44-yard line. Price has Tank Hood as a slot on the right. Takes a snap, hands off, into the line. Running room. 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds.
Matthew Luster following the block of Tank Hood. Broke through the line, and then, boy, what speed did he show to outrun the Mustang D-backs all the way to the end zone. And the Ricebirds now have a 2-score lead, 26-12, and we do have Mustang injured. That's number 31. Is down at about the 29-yard line. That is Tristan Brisbane, one of the D linemen for the Mustangs. He is now up, and he is making his way off, but he's not putting a lot of weight on that left knee. He's getting helped off by the Mustang coaching staff.
Certainly hope he's going to be okay. Yep. And on to attempt the PAT, Dawson McKelvey. Hayden Prine is the holder. Clutch. Ross Atkinson is the snapper. Left foot, soccer style kicker, Dawson McKelvey, number 10. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is headed to Lennox.
Dawson.
And we've got a penalty marker. So
offside on the defense.
It is declined. So the right now, I think the Ricebirds make.
You can take that on the kickoff, can you?
Well, he did not signal that it was good.
Oh, okay.
And so they're going to line, and it was, and they're going to line it up and try it again. Another good snap, another good hold. Kick is up, and it is equally as good. And I guess they blew the whistle maybe before the kick on the other one. But the Ricebirds stretch their lead 27-12 over the Forrest City Mustangs. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Prairie Implement Company introduces Spartan Mowers, the strongest lineup in the mowing industry. With the SRT, RT, RZ, and KG series, they have the perfect mower to fit any yard, any size, anytime. From compact to commercial, 42 to 72-inch deck sizes with power all the way to 38.5 horses. You just won't find a better mower anywhere, period. Spartan Mowers are assembled in the USA, forged with a 7-gauge steel to bring you the strongest lineup in America. Check out the new Spartan Mowers at Prairie Implement Company in Stuttgart. Get yours today.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds have just stretched their lead over the Forrest City Mustangs 27-12. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us for Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. And also welcome to our guests that are listening on KXJK AM 950 and 106.5 FM in Forrest City. McKelvey's kick is going to be fielded inside the 15-yard line, now cutting across to the far side of the field, still on his feet, and gets across the 30, and it's going to be tripped up there by the Ricebirds. And the Ricebirds, let's see, special teams. Number 5, Carson Konechny on the stop. On the return was number 14, Kyman Lee, for the Mustangs. Forrest City will have it first down and 10 at their own 32-yard line with 8:27 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Well, partner, I feel a lot better now with a 2-score lead.
Absolutely. Ricebirds with a 15-point lead now over the Forrest City Mustangs. It's been a hard-fought one here tonight for sure, and not over. Tiswell going to air it out long, and it's going to be,
I believe it's picked off. Yep.
Deontay Clark steps in front of the intended receiver on the far sideline. Boy, what a well-thrown ball, too. That ball.
Yeah, he threw that ball
That ball was in the air a long time. It certainly was. And the Ricebirds get another turnover, and they're ahead in the turnover ratio now.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Several turnovers tonight. The Ricebirds are up in the turnover battle. Yeah, one play and a turnover there, Sparky Clark. Cuts right in front of the Mustang receiver there, and with 8:19 to go, the Ricebirds are trying to run some clock here with the 15-point lead. Matthew Luster back at tailback.
Kane Price takes, hands to him over the left side, and struggling for maybe a yard over that left side, but still a hard run.
Yeah, 12 carries, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Matthew Luster tonight. Forced into duty there with some injuries to the Ricebirds, and he has had a heck of a game tonight. 7:56 left in the clock rolling here in the fourth quarter. Ricebirds have it second down and 9 at their own 28.
Of course, Deontay Clark with that interception confirms that it was a cramp that he went out with just a few plays earlier. Kane Price, quarterback, back to pass, look, fires. He's got his man complete to
Clark.
Deontay Clark across the 35 out to the 36. Going to be maybe about 2 yards short of a first down, Brent.
Yeah, it's going to be a gain of about 7 on that play.
7:18 to go. Clock moving. Fourth quarter. Ricebirds with a 27-12 lead over Class 5A Forrest City. Ricebirds again with Tank Hood, number 51, slot on the right. One wide out, far to the left. Takes, hands off into the line. Another hard run by Matthew Luster.
He's still going.
He's still on his feet. Breaking tackles. Check him out. First down across the 45, out to the 47. Matthew, the bowling ball, Luster.
8 yards for Luster. And you kind of lost him up in the pile there. You thought that he was going down, and then he pops out here on the near side and picks up 3 or 4 more yards. So big first down for the Ricebirds. 6:30 and the clock rolling here. There's the free 5 yards. There's the
penalty marker.
Yeah, the hard count, and several Mustangs jump off sides. The Ricebirds will now move the ball into Mustangs territory. Have a first down and 5.
Line of scrimmage will be the Forrest City 48-yard line. 6:19 to go here in the fourth quarter, and timeout on the field. I did not. Well, let's see. Here comes the call. Who called the timeout? No. Forrest City calls timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Jeremy Prine, worship and youth pastor at Southside Baptist Church in Stuttgart. We are holding an area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland of AFR Radio, Sunday, September 24th through Tuesday, September 26th. Sunday morning worship will begin at 10:30 a.m. and evening services will begin at 6:30 p.m. Child care will be available for children 3 years and under. Join us at Southside Baptist Church, 402 East 19th Street in Stuttgart for this area-wide fall revival with Alex McFarland. For more information, visit sbcstuttgart.org.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart for Stuttgart Ricebird football. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Ricebirds coming out of a timeout. Handoff into the line. Hard run for about a yard, maybe 2. Going to mark it to the 46-yard line. So a gain of 2 on the play. On the carry, Kamarion Pickett, number 12 for the Ricebirds.
We go third down and 3 now. Clock moves just under 6 minutes to go here in the game. Ricebirds could pick up a first down here. They could run a couple more minutes off that clock.
And Kane Price just stands up and watches the play clock
roll
at 15,
down.
14, 13.
That's big Tank Hood lined up in the backfield there. You know that they're going to follow his block.
And he's going to snap it with 3 seconds to go, and a penalty marker will stop the clock.
I didn't see anybody move. Maybe
offsides.
Maybe somebody lined up.
Stuttgart,
I don't know.
yeah.
I didn't see anybody move, but a big penalty though. You had second down and short. Now it's going to take it back to second down and 8.
Moves the ball back onto the Stuttgart side of midfield. At the 49-yard line, they've got to get to the 43 of Forrest City for a first down. Here come the Ricebirds to the line of scrimmage. Price has Kamarion Pickett lined up to his left. Now, timeout. And that's a Stuttgart timeout. So let's take another quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Ricebird Sports. Producers is here for you year-round, providing the hometown service you desire. Producers supports community activities and is proud to be a part of the Grand Prairie. If you're enjoying this broadcast of Ricebird Sports, let our sponsors know, because without their support, this broadcast would not be possible. Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart, supporting the community and Ricebird Sports.
Welcome back to Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart for Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart with their 2 locations. They got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird football. Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM and also KXJK AM 950 and 106.5 FM in Forrest City. Back to pass, airing it out long, and just a little bit overthrown. Deontay Clark, they call him Sparky, was the intended receiver. And I really think they caught him off guard on that.
Yeah, they did. Just a step overthrown there because Clark had a step on the D-back, but just about a yard too far, or Clark is going to have another touchdown. So 3rd down now.
3rd down and 8. Again, the ball is at the Ricebird 49-yard line. 5:06 to go here in the 4th quarter. Stuttgart with a 27-12 lead over Forrest City in this non-conference finale for both teams for this regular season. Handoff, Kevon Conway over the left side, crosses into Forrest City territory all the way down to the 46-yard line. Going to be about 3 yards short of a 1st down.
Yep.
It's going to bring up 4th down now. And let's see what Coach Price does.
Well, he keeps the clock rolling there on 3rd down, even if you didn't pick up the 1st down. They're going to at least line up to go for it. Maybe a little hard count.
Maybe so.
Or either that or maybe just run it down and call a timeout. It looks like that's what they're going to do here.
Coach Price is looking at the scoreboard, and I have a feeling that's probably what's going to happen here. 4, 3, 2, and
they just take the penalty. Yeah, if you're going to punt it, I mean, from that point of the field, 5 yards is not really going to hurt you. So
that'll back them up to just across midfield. Line of scrimmage will be the Ricebird 49-yard line. Hayden Prine will come on to punt. He'll be standing inside his own 40 at the 38-yard line awaiting the snap. Forrest City sends 2 returners back. And waiting on the official signal.
Yeah,
Still waiting.
Yeah, let the play clock run all the way down.
There he goes. He puts his foot into it. Boy, this is a dandy. It's going to be fielded at the 16-yard line, back across the 20, 25, 30, and slung out of bounds. The return man is number 11, Ja'Cory Buchanan.
That was pretty close to being the horse collar tackle.
It was. No question about that.
Close. 3:45 left, though, and the Ricebirds have a 27-12 lead here on the Mustangs. It's been a hard-fought game. A lot of turnovers both ways here, but the Ricebird defense has come to play here in the second half, and they have held the Mustangs out of the end zone so far.
It's been a hard-fought one, as you mentioned, Brent, and good preparation for next week as one of the top teams in the state.
Absolutely.
Comes into Ned Mosley Stadium, the Harding Academy Wildcats.
Absolutely. I mean, you're going to see a defense much like this, next week. So, yeah, great preparation, as you said.
Here come the Mustangs from their own 32-yard line. 1st down and 10. Moving from the right to the left here in the 4th quarter. From the south to the north, send a man in motion. Back to pass, getting some pressure. Sidesteps, but he doesn't sidestep the second Ricebird. And they converge.
Yeah. Carson Konechny forced the quarterback to step up into the pocket, and he stepped up right into the arms of Nikeel Bradley.
Yeah. Then one of the linemen for Forrest City gets on Nikeel's back, but
it's going to be a loss of 7.
All right, now here come the Mustangs from their own 25-yard line. Got to get out to the 42 for a 1st down. Handoff, number 5, trying to get the corner, and does. Got some nice yardage. He moves out across the 35 to the 37. I believe that was Montrell Matthews on the carry.
Yes, it was. Number 5. Number 5. He has 12 yards.
And they're going to set the ball down at the 37-yard line. Excuse me, Brent.
Yep, 3rd down and 6, 2:44 left, and the clock rolling.
2 wideouts to each side. Man in motion out of the backfield. Tiswell back to pass, going to air it out. Got a man complete midfield and coming to the near side of the field, and the Ricebirds try to get him down, and they do at the 43-yard line, 42-yard line.
22 yards on the catch to number 14, Common Lee, and a 1st down.
2:25 to go. Clock moving. Fourth quarter, Ricebirds with a 27-12 lead over the Forrest City Mustangs. Forrest City probably going to surprise some folks in the 5A East Conference.
Yes, they are. This is a good team.
2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Ball's in the center of the field. Tiswell's the quarterback. Takes a snap. Now being flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be sacked back at the 47-yard line.
J.K. brings him down. That is a big loss.
It is. 47-yard line of the Mustangs.
It'll be a loss of about 10 on the play.
That is correct, sir. Exactly, 10-yard loss on the play. Second down and 20 coming up now for the Mustangs. Clock under a minute and a half to go. Ricebirds about to move to 3-1 on the season. Mustangs will fall to 1-2. Conference play for both these teams begins next week. Tiswell back to pass again, airs it out long, and it's going to be almost picked off. Carson Konechny had his hands on it.
He did.
But the receiver became the defender on that particular play. It looked like, from our vantage point, falls incomplete. Third down and 20 coming up now for the Mustangs from their own 47-yard line. Clock stops with the incompletion.
Yeah, third down and 20. Deontay Clark coming off now. Kevon Conway moving back into a safety spot.
From the far hash mark. Handoff. Oh, my goodness. Handoff to number 5, Montrell Matthews, and all over him, Damari McKinney, number 1 for the Ricebirds.
Yep, Damari McKinney, Nikhil Bradley there again. Lynn, this interior of this Ricebird D-line has just played well all year. Bradley, Tank Hood, and then you throw in there McKinney and Dylan Duncan. And this Ricebird D-line has a really, really improvement. They are playing lights-out football these last 3 weeks.
And it looks like Forrest City is going to punt here on 4th down and 22.
Yep, clock rolling, 20 seconds left now, and looks like they're just going to take the penalty. And I don't think the Ricebirds are going to put anybody back deep. Just let them kick it, and then the Ricebirds will take one snap, and
this one will be in the books.
That'll be it. Yep. Ricebirds are going to pick up their 3rd win of the year, and this is, I believe, no, Lynn, they are actually rolling the clock, so they're not going to have to kick it at all.
And the clock rolls to 6-5-4. This one's in the books. Stuttgart Ricebirds, as we said, moved to 3-1 on the season. Brent, I can't believe the non-conference portion of the regular season's over.
Yes, it is. Yeah, but 3-1 is kind of what I thought, or at least what I hope,
right,
that they would be after a tough, Warren game to start the things. I was kind of hoping, that they would get on a little win streak here. And they have, but boy, this game tonight was not easy, but boy, a tough, hard-fought win, and this is the Ricebirds' best win of the year so far.
Oh, I agree with you. It wasn't the prettiest one, of course, and I know the turnovers will be scrutinized as well, but we'll talk with Coach Price about that this week, and you can catch all of his comments on the Coaches Show next Friday before the Ricebirds open conference play right here at Ned Mosley Stadium in Stuttgart as they'll play host to the Harding Academy Wildcats, who I'm certain have moved to 3-0 on the year tonight. They have had an open date so far this matter of fact, last week I think Harding Academy had an open date. And they were in control in the Boonville game the last time we heard.
The last score I saw there was 44-13.
Right. Forrest City Mustangs, they will take on the Southside Batesville Southerners as they start conference play next week. And we mentioned this in the pregame, Brent, but how ironic is it that Forrest City now opens up their conference play with a team that the Ricebirds opened their conference play with for 16 years.
Yeah, they did. And that game has now been replaced by the Harding Academy. Kind of a similar trip for the Ricebirds. not quite as far as Batesville, but a very good team. And who knows, Southside Batesville may be moving back down into the 2-4A next year again.
That's what we hear. There's a good possibility of that as well. So we'll see how that shakes out. But conference play for both of these two teams begins next week. We've got the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show coming up. We'll have the scoring summary. We'll have the end-of-the-game stats, and we'll have our final comments. And we'll get started on that in 4 minutes.
Secure your winter propane with savings. Don't miss Blue Seal Petroleum's pre-buy program. Lock in your price on propane before September ends, avoiding winter price ups and staying ahead of the unpredictable. Plus, Blue Seal's dedicated propane technician, Robert Henderson, ensures your safety with state-required checks. Reserve now through September 30th. Reach Blue Seal in DeWitt at 870-946-2281 and in Stuttgart at 870-673-3126. Blue Seal Petroleum, your trusted source for winter comfort and safety.
Quarterback, guard, running back. Every position has a role in building success. If you want a position where you can build success in your own career, Lexicon is hiring welders, millwrights, and many more positions. We offer free on-the-job training through our own Lexicon University so you can learn while you earn and build the career you want. Competitive pay, a great healthcare plan, paid vacation, a sweet 401k plan, and more. Find out more at lexicon-inc.com/football.
No appointment? No problem. If you need medical care right away, visit Urgent Care of Stuttgart, where you can walk in without an appointment and get help without a long wait for a wide variety of illnesses and injuries, from stitches and broken bones to allergies and colds. Urgent Care of Stuttgart is conveniently located at 22nd and Park Avenue. Clinic hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. For more, visit facebook.com/Urgent Care Stuttgart or call 870-672-0911. Urgent Care of Stuttgart at 22nd and Park Avenue. Get sick, get seen today. Time for an oil change? What about a new battery? Harry's Rapid Lube in Stuttgart has you covered. At Harry's Rapid Lube, they have GM Dexos certified oil, along with quality Pennzoil, and they can change your air filter and windshield wipers, and even replace your rundown battery with an interstate battery. You don't need an appointment. Just drive in. For quality service, for quality people, see Harry's Rapid Lube at 2208 South Timber in Stuttgart, or phone 672-7200. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Score big with the fastest internet in town from Ricebirds. Our new 5 gig internet is a game changer. Stream, play, and work online with no penalty flags for buffering, lagging, or slow connection. Ricebirds is your internet MVP, keeping all your devices connected all the time. 5 gig, 5 gig. Get championship level connection for your home with 5 gig internet, because when it comes to online speed at Ricebirds, we play to win.
No appointment? No problem. If you need medical care right away, visit Urgent Care of Stuttgart, where you can walk in without an appointment and get help without a long wait for a wide variety of illnesses and injuries.